Stewart, dude. Young Turks. The song. Rod Stewart.
Can you get the lyrics of that? Not sing it or not play it, but
Yeah,
can
yeah,
you
yeah.
read the lyrics of that song?
Yeah, I could do that. Is this? Wait a minute. Hold on. Are we have a copyright issue if I do that?
Oh, don't play it. Don't play
Don't
the
play it.
song.
Sounds good. Rod Stewart, dude. Young Turks. The song. Rod Stewart.
Can
Okay,
you get
good.
the lyrics of that? Not sing it or not play it? Oh,
Yeah,
just play
yeah,
it
yeah.
back to me.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
What is going on right now?
Did anyone else just get playback?
I did.
Yeah, that was me because
Oh,
live
okay.
started.
And we
Yeah,
all
we're live on YouTube, boys. You know, I don't like politics in my music.
There's no politics in
No,
this.
I never listened to any politics.
This is about
there's no
two.
pol-
This is about two lovers, dude.
There's no politics in the title, Young Turks.
Billy left his home with $1 in his pocket and a head full of dreams. He said, somehow, some way, it's got to be better than this. There's no politics in that. It's about this kid, like, with a dreamer. You know, he wants to go.
Spencer, you should Google the word Young Turk.
Okay, hold on. Let me
I
Google
want
it.
Spencer to read it out loud.
I'll read it out loud. Hold on. Maybe we'll see what it says. Hold on. Young Turk. A young Turk is a member of a revolutionary party in the Ottoman Empire who carried out the revolution of 1908 and deposed the Sultan Abdul Hamid II. Yeah, dude, no politics in that song for sure.
No, none.
Not at all. None.
I
That
am
was fun.
curious what this song is about because it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
about
yeah.
the Young Turks.
Well, there's
You've
probably
heard it.
double meaning, but yeah.
It goes do 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 do. Right? You've heard that song before.
I think I have,
Yeah,
and
just
it's like
do do.
I can't play it for real. Is there
No,
gonna be...
no, don't play.
Okay. All right. Fucking copyright.
Well, cheers, guys.
Hey, cheers.
Where did John go?
Greeks are very sensitive to Turks.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Yeah, the Greeks don't like the Turks. It's a sensitive
Very
issue there.
true.
I'm
You
going
heard
back to
Turks,
full
it's like,
screen.
oh, well, I'm out of here.
Alex, this is a new angle for you. New camera angle.
Yeah, it's stacked on books.
I like it. I'm really into it. Gives me a nice, glorious view of that red beard.
Thank you.
Are you trimming it at all, or are you just letting it grow out?
I'll trim it one day. I haven't trimmed it since the taste.
Nice.
Dude, my hair.
It's a mess.
My hair's getting there. I'm about to turn into a fucking Karen at demand.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, you
haircut
are.
on City
Wow.
Hall.
There's potential for a character there.
Yeah, full Karen, you know, we gotta open up. I need my haircut. I want to walk around Target without a mask.
Oh, okay. Let's talk about that. It's my mom was at Walmart today, and apparently just half the customers just did not have masks. She's standing behind some old woman hacking a lung out. It's like she was just mortified. She's never gone back.
Yeah.
I was at 2 stores today, and every single person wore a mask.
That's
Everybody.
good.
You're
That's
in
good,
Chicago,
dude.
right?
No, I went to Vernon Hills. We went to go shopping up in Vernon Hills because there was the
Illinois.
Costco. Yeah, in Illinois. There was the Costco, and then there was the Mariano's next to each other. So we just went to go
Yeah,
there.
Illinois has a mask law.
Yeah, dude, everyone had it. Everyone had it. You couldn't go in the store without it.
Yeah, Illinois has a mask law.
Yeah, that's how it should be. It should be like that. Everyone
Yeah.
should wear a mask. I felt a lot better. I was just like, all right, great. Everyone
Yeah.
is wearing a mask. Everyone should wear a mask, hands down.
Yeah,
If you're in
it's-
public.
in Southwest Michigan, that's clear.
No, I think when you're in your home, you should mask up, man.
Oh, dude, when you go to bed, you mask up. You don't want to
I
get the
only
sheets
mask up when I
corona.
go to bed.
No.
That's the only time.
I don't want to get my pillow sick.
Yeah, I'll never understand. I don't understand like people who won't just put a piece of cloth over their
Right,
fucking face.
so-
Well, some people think it's uncomfortable, you know.
But that's pretty unbelievable. Like you find it unbelievable. People aren't willing to wear a mask. Have you heard about pandemic?
My mom's been sending me texts about that. I haven't opened them up yet though, but she thinks that it's all planned out and it's created by Dr. Fauci. And I was just like,
Dude,
I
it's
I didn't-
spreading.
Yeah, what's the idea behind it? I really have no idea.
There's a whole wing of my family that's just all in on it.
Really?
Yeah.
What do they say?
With some kind
I
of
don't know. That Fauci, this is all just a
Apparently
bid
there
for
was some-
Fauci to gain fame and money.
Wow.
No, John, we can't hear you.
Backed by a
No.
bunch of anti-vaxxers, like self-described, like call themselves anti-vaxxers.
Imagine like seeing nearly 80,000 people dead in the past 5 weeks and being like, this is all a hoax.
It's
Well,
all,
Joe,
the
see,
flu kills more people, Joey.
they want to kill millions of people with the vaccines after they already have.
Well, Bill Gates wants to control us with the vaccine.
You know what's crazy about the flu thing? Like that's still you still hear about it. It's like, okay, in 1 year, around 30 to 60,000 people died, right?
In the US.
In the US, right? So
Yeah.
if you took 5 weeks, we have nearly 80,000 people dead. That would be 1.2 million.
Okay, but
In a
here's the question to counter it.
Hmm.
Is that flu season death 1 year statistic?
Yeah.
How
yeah.
is that for? But when's one of the most deaths? Is that in a season?
Well, whenever like the 4-ish months the flu kicks off, but it's not. I mean, the flu it's a year. That's when the statistics are kept. So yeah, you could see it. Okay, but even if you use the conservative, even if you chop it off in half, like you're still looking at 500,000 compared to a regular flu.
That's true.
John
Yeah,
he's
I don't
having
know.
technical difficulties.
Yeah, I see that. Radical John.
You hate to see it. I've been there. I know that feel.
Oh, guys, it's official. I'm old as fuck.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. And it sucks.
Why does it suck?
So, honestly, it really doesn't.
Actually, I have a question about being as old as you.
Yeah,
Oh,
oldie.
Yes, please ask away. sir.
How does it feel to have like your own hour to shop in certain stores?
Oh, burn! That's a big burn.
Correct.
Ah. That hurts. That cuts me real deep. But you know what? It's nice. I don't have to go in with all these fucking
Youngies.
millennials. You know, it's just
That's
me
how
and
that
the other
works.
boomers moving around. I got syphilis like 8 times because I keep fucking all these grannies without a condom.
Oh my god. I saw this thing on Reddit today. It was pretty funny. It said wearing a face mask on your chin is like wearing a condom on your
motherfucker?
balls.
Hey.
Let's try that next time. Hey,
Tavares.
Scottish.
What up, John?
Tavares.
Cheers to the workers of John.
I am
The
drinking
work of the
a
world.
cocktail showed me by John.
The Boulevardier. How is it?
I gotta tweak it a little. I have 2 different bottles of vermouth. One that's like this, one that was like this,
Hey, Brad.
and I just used the rest of the smaller one. It's probably not a great ratio.
Yeah.
Who's that guy?
Is that
Cheers,
true?
Brad
Is that
and
Schroeder?
Bro. In the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
you get-
yeah. They're up in the UP over there.
Are you guys up that far up north?
Yeah.
Why?
We're on the good side of Michigan, you other Michigan fool.
Yeah, you hear that, Alex?
No,
Is it still snowing up there?
Oh, not anymore. It wasn't all day though. It's cold as shit outside.
It's 40 in Chicago. I can't imagine it being really cold up there.
Oh my God, Schroeder, you should dispense some rounds of justice on camera.
I think you have to.
No.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Do it. Come on.
Do it.
do it.
Let's see it.
What the fuck are you smoking?
Brit.
Was that a straw?
I don't even know. What was that? That was a Victorian blunt.
The tip.
Oh, they're lagging out.
Yeah, they're lagging out.
Yeah, there's not good internet up there.
No. Yeah, there's no civilization
Yeah,
up
and-
there.
wonder what the internet's like on the better side of Michigan.
Oh yeah, this is painful.
Do you see us? Oh boy.
Hey, Truman.
Hello.
I know.
Assalamualaikum.
Oh, I see Truman. Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
Go Bugs.
Bucks.
Ben Schroeder. Yeah. They're in the UP.
They're,
Oh, that's
yeah,
fine.
all right, I gotta stop looking at them.
Yo, let me see your fridge, Brad.
Yeah,
Is it
take
not
us to the fridge.
You guys are laggy.
Cooler. Right there.
Nice. You smoking big
I'm gonna
blunts?
black and
Oh, I know
mild.
exactly what that is. You got that vanilla tip.
Dude, there's weed in
Oh,
there for
Vanilla
sure.
tip.
Gas.
So it's hip
Jazz
black and
tip.
mild. Ooh,
Ew, it's all about the wine tip. Yeah, Alex
dude,
knows.
it's all that.
And
Hold
Schroeder
up
gonna
here,
do
guys.
10 rounds of justice or what?
Yeah, Schroeder, come on, pop off a couple rounds. Give him a warning shot.
Yeah, give the fans what they want. Oh,
Pop up a couple, straw.
Blip, blip, blip.
do a quick dust pop.
Hurrah, hurrah.
Just a quick dust pop.
We'll get pulled off YouTube if we do that. I think.
No, no,
No,
no.
not at all. This is America.
There will be a gun
Dude, there's
channel.
gun channels, yeah, what?
Dude, they don't pull.
Just shout death to the bourgeois. Fire off a mag. There you go.
FaceTime me tomorrow.
FaceTime. I don't know. You guys are really laggy. We can't
They're
tell.
pretty hard to.
Get some better internet over there. Jesus.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
All right, you gotta kick him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No!
I gotta get you guys out.
Yeah, Brad, you need better bandwidth, boy.
We're getting like a frame every 30 seconds.
They got kicked.
I know they really wanted to do it. He was texting me. He felt bad because they went up there instead of coming to my birthday thing yesterday.
Oh.
Dude, I didn't know Brett was going as well.
Yeah, Brad was going. Well, I mean, he's unemployed. He's got nothing better to do, and he loves the outdoors.
Well, yeah, he's got a fish, bro.
And then Schroeder's like, I would have invited you, Steven, but I feel like you wouldn't like a cabin that's literally run off of a generator. I was like, oh, it's that kind of rustic. It's not Door County rustic. This is real out.
Oh, dude, it's a UP, man. It's a whole different type of animal.
Yeah.
Door County is not roughing it at all.
No, dude. That's the Cadillac of roughing it there.
Yeah, that's just a bunch of fucking fibs going up north, you know.
Dude, it used to not be like that, John. I wish you could have seen Door County yesteryear when it was, not as developed, we'll call it.
Bro, I was there. I was in Fish Creek like 20 years ago.
Yeah?
Longer. Yeah.
Yeah, you were there when you were.
Yeah, we
And-
rented like a little fucking cottage out in the middle of the woods. It was pretty cool. It was definitely not roughing it though.
I remember when Door County had nothing but gravel roads. That was some shit.
Yeah. Dude, I've been to Fish Creek plenty of times before I went up there with you.
Whatever,
Bucks?
John.
Yo, this margarita kicks ass. Classic margarita recipe.
You
What's in
gotta
it?
make one on camera, John.
Yeah,
I
let's
will
see
make,
it.
I will make a Paloma on camera
All right.
because I have grapefruit drink.
Go, Steven.
Nice.
Did you get the microphone of solidarity?
What level do you get that? I two-starred a couple maps just because they
You
are
gotta
really,
get a 3-star on a certain map. I don't know.
you don't know which one?
I don't remember.
I'm going back now because I made it to the mutant area. But I want that microphone of solidarity. What is it?
How do you like your game, guys?
Dude. Okay, so like I
It's
don't
a wet
know.
dream.
Do you
It's a
want
wet
to
dream.
watch? Dude, I don't know what it does, and you can only use it once per map. But it is the DJ Khaled like air horn. It goes, no.
The game is loud.
I don't
You
know.
see the monster truck level?
Yeah.
You played it, Alex?
I just watched Steven play this game, but I did play some Sea of Thieves earlier. Killed the Megalodon.
How was that?
Ask John. He
How was it?
spearheaded it?
Fucking
Yeah?
dope, dude. We
You just
destroyed
spear it in
that
the face?
fucker. Yo, the Megalodon, no big deal. It's the shark minions that
Yeah,
destroys you.
it's a whole school of them.
Minions.
Yeah, because once you kill a Megalodon, he drops
Oh.
like a ton of chests and treasure and meat, right? So then you go in there to get the treasure and the Megalodon meat.
But there's a fuck ton of sharks.
There's like 20 sharks after you.
Whoa.
Dude, yeah. We died each 3 times.
Um,
It's absurd.
how do you kill the megalodon? You harpoon it?
No, you
Cannons.
shoot with your cannons. and pistols.
I think I hit it about 10 times with my pistol.
Yeah. It takes quite a while. It probably takes about 10 minutes of battling the megalodon.
But you're gonna keep moving, or do you stop the boat and just fucking?
No,
fight
we
You gotta
we
stop.
entered.
You get
Yeah, because if you keep on moving, then he just has like an area.
It's like a territorial thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Megalodon's not an aggressor. He's a defender.
Dude, my feet smell awful right now, and I don't know why.
Yeah,
Go take a
because you're
shower.
Old man.
I did.
It's
I
it's
showered
old
like
man feet.
10:30 today.
Old man feet. You got
Old
old
man
Old
feet.
man feet?
How are those milfs on Tinder, Steven?
Dude, okay. It's a new game now. I've
Huh?
entered the second tier. It's really weird. A lot of it feels very job interviewing so far from what I have experienced, and a lot of it's really boring. But I mean, there's definitely some prizes at the end of the rainbow there.
Kids?
But I don't know a lot of kids. Actually,
A lot of
actually,
baggage.
okay, so
Lot of baggage.
the script is flipped now, Spencer. So these older ladies, maybe gentlemen, I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
You know. Anyway, the older people, it's weird if they don't have kids. If they're like, 40 or whatever, and they're like never married, never had kids, and you talk to them, they're fucking weird. They're just
Stay the fuck away.
yeah. There's a reason. There's a reason you've never been married and never had kids and you're 40 years old. There's something wrong with you. I want a divorce in that history at that age, baby.
At least it shows that someone liked him enough to marry him.
Very patriarchal.
Yeah, I don't
This
like
is
this.
just in my brief, past 24 hours and talking with like 6 different people. I don't know yet. We'll see. But they are a lot quicker and a lot more fierce on the messages. There's none of that usual like, oh, we matched, wait 6 hours, then message type bullshit. They usually my thing will beep and it'll be a match, and then they'll message like,
They'll message you.
yeah, immediate.
Yeah, you
They
want
want
to
the-
because time is money.
They want the dick, dude.
Time is money.
Time is dick.
They're just over the whole dating scene because like it's really stupid to play just like this ring around the rosy bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, I do see that. That side of it's kind of nice, honestly. It's like they just right away, they're just like, hey, what's up? I do this. I like this, that, this. It's kind of weird. Definitely not used to it.
Do you think that's like a generational thing? If like they're like, because 30, like if you're like early 30s is still millennial, but like when you're reaching like 40, like I don't know if they know how like social media
Even mid 30s and even later 30s.
Yeah, I think I'm getting a generational kind of thing there. I think I'm hitting the later, the people that didn't have Macs in the classroom growing up like we did kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah.
So that could be it too.
Because
You guys like
like,
my,
Mhm.
you guys like my mustache?
No, later if we're bored enough, I'll read off some profiles, and then you guys can tell me what way to swipe. How about that?
Damn, it looks kind of like John's. Mine.
John's got a straight up carpet
John-
duster.
early.
Oh, dude, have you shaved it at all, John?
No, I trim it about twice a week though.
Yeah, you keep that in tip top shape.
The mustache grows so fucking fast. It's unbelievable. I mean, one day you're cool and another day you're eating it.
Damn.
I mean, it's like a matter of like millimeters to where it's like in your mouth or not.
Yeah, but it's like a shocking amount of hair that comes out in the sink every time I trim it, and I feel like I trim it all the time. It's just like, where's this fucking hair coming from?
Just
Give me,
alarming.
give me some of that, dude. I want some of that.
It's, what's weird is like after I grew a beard, I feel like my beard grows faster, somewhat.
Dude, I feel like sometimes I just take a big enough shit and it grows.
Well, you're on the toilet for like 4 hours, so yeah, dude, you're gonna notice it.
Yeah, I think that's another problem too. Is my shit time is gonna go up now that I'm old?
Dude, your shit time cannot possibly increase.
Yo, guys,
You'd have to like
Who else
pre-plan them.
backs up their YouTube videos before they go take a shit? I do.
No, I'm a quick pooper.
I get a solid playlist on my phone and I run through it, and it flows.
does your
through.
ass not hurt? Do your legs not fall asleep?
I've had that. I've had the double leg fall asleep before. That's awful.
You can't get up.
Then you're
There's a
locked.
Gordian
You're
knot.
locked. Then it's like, well, shit. And then you try to get up, and you're
Yeah.
just like, you're like, You lift this
Yeah.
one up, then you like lift the other one up, and then you try and stand up, and then you fall.
You know what I want to kind of want is a bidet. I really kind of want to buy one.
Oh yeah,
They're-
dude.
They're
Like the
not
Japanese
terribly.
food.
Yeah, they're not like by Toto. Like they're not terrible. I mean, it's expensive. It's like a $900 thing. But I mean, think about it like this: $900, but you never buy toilet paper again.
It's
And
a long-term investment.
It's a
Well, you
for
still
sure.
need toilet paper, dude. You still got to get
That's-
it.
$900 is
Oh,
like
Pat.
at least 5 years worth of toilet paper.
Yeah, So you
Like,
got-
Nah, Spencer's using it
At
for
least
life.
5 years. Yeah, you think?
for life, dude.
Yeah, but you're a renter. You have the luxury of renting.
That's true. And the luxury of the Toto is you could take it off a toilet, put on another toilet.
Well, actually, so there is actually so the problem with like the ones you like saw in Japan, not the problem, the benefit is like it's built in. So like this thing has to go, since our toilets aren't designed like that, like it has to like there's a wire, there's like you gotta get shit in and out of your toilet. Like the what's that top part called? Where
The
the
bowl?
reservoir?
The water tank.
Yeah. So like it's I don't know. I'd want to see one first.
You know, if I
So-
could redo my bathroom, I would have one of those toilets where the sink is actually in the water tank. So then when you
Yeah.
flush, hold on, it went dark. I'm coming back. There we go. So then when you flush, that water gets recycled into the tank.
Yeah, those are big in Japan.
Yeah, I like that a lot. And then I wouldn't have to have that. I could just have a dope like vanity area instead of a sink. But
Legit.
you know, who am I? I'm just this home remodeler flipper guy, and I rent them all because I'm the supreme landlord.
Oh,
I'm
dude,
leeching off everyone.
there we go, man. You rent them out, you make some profit. I told George, I said, I'm gonna rent a place, and then I'm gonna rent it to George and charge him 20% more. Then everyone
That's
makes
like-
money. Then the landlord
like-
makes money. I make money.
That's literally how like landlords work. It's like
Really?
Dude,
yeah,
that-
dude,
Like if I rented a place from a landlord and rented it out to somebody else for more expensive.
well, so like most like small landlords probably don't actually own the property. They have a mortgage on the property, then they rent it out. So they're paying the bank their mortgage, and then you're paying the mortgage plus profit.
Jeez, that is genius.
And the
dude. You get to
bank-
pay your
and the-
mortgage and you get to make money out of it.
And
That's
the bank,
exactly what your cousin Emily does, or did. I don't know if she still has the house or not.
No, she sold it. So
Oh, she did?
she quote unquote bought it. I'm pretty sure my uncle bought it actually, and then she rented out the other rooms to roommates to help pay like for the mortgage, basically.
Landlord.
yeah, kind of like a weird impromptu landlord. Yeah.
But it also came with its fair share of problems. I'm not trying to justify what she did in any way, but it was like it was hard to be friends with them and stuff. And
Oh yeah, well, so
Yeah.
that's like a big critique about just being a landlord or an owner of a business in general is like the social interaction between people gets fucked because like you have
yeah.
power over them.
Totally.
So yeah,
That's why I don't ever want to be like a boss like that, because I know people fucking hate me.
yeah, right. Like
Because you're a
you-
power
yeah,
figure, you know?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like you.
oh, dude, I get
control
it at
their
work
life.
all the time, all the time.
Yeah,
Even though
yeah,
I'm not
yeah,
really a
it's weird.
boss, it's just people still have to do stuff that I tell them to do.
Yeah, that's a bit different. Like that's like a leadership role, which like people can still hate you, but you don't have like literal like say over like if they can sleep with a fucking roof over their head or not.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's very true.
Well, I mean, some people pay their rent with the job that their manager or boss.
No,
might
I'm not
have.
saying. Yeah, I'm not saying like business owner, like a capitalist. Yeah, obviously, like that has the same interaction as like a landlord, in my opinion. But like Steven's position, to where like he sort of is like in charge of people. I wouldn't say that's quite the same.
Like I need certain people to work on certain things at certain times.
But what happens if you tell someone to do something, they don't do it at all, or they don't do it well?
Yeah.
And then I go to
Do
their
they get
supervisor.
do they get disciplined?
Yeah, I don't directly discipline anyone.
Yeah, like you don't have say over like.
But yeah, if I know you can influence
Yeah.
my employment
True.
status, whether it's you signing the last paper or
It's
whatever,
the
like
same thing.
it's a similar power, if not the same.
At
No,
least,
At least in
way
the eye
I
of the
do it,
worker, employee.
when it comes down to it, when it's me, like and somebody's not doing something, I just straight up tell them, I say, look, if it doesn't get done, then, you know, my boss is going to ask me why it's not done. And then I'm going to have to say it's because you are not doing X, Y, Z. And then usually that'll just circumvent the whole thing, and then they'll do what needs to be done. But a lot of people don't do that. Like I have a coworker who very much like almost preys on people doing that shit, and will just go run direct to the supervisor. Oh my God, they're not doing this, blah, blah, blah. I need this now. And then, you know, people get in trouble. And
You still got that one coworker that everyone hates over there?
Yes, I'm talking about that one coworker that's
Oh, that's
over there. That is a big side effect to being like that, is you become hated.
Hey, I'm ready for my next drink. I'm gonna
let's
make a Paloma.
let's see it.
All right, let's do it. Cocktail time with John. No whistling.
Yeah, but I'm gonna watch you, John, as I make my drink.
So what you're saying,
Whoa, whoa,
Steve,
two drinks at once.
we all need to become anarchists,
What we got there, John?
abolish hierarchy.
Okay.
So this was used for the. Let me turn up the volume a bit.
Binging with
Oh,
Mantis.
shit. Hold on.
Drinking with Mantis.
Drinking with Mantis.
Spencer, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking this
Alright.
Rogue Dreamland. I got it at Costco. It came in a variety pack.
Gross.
Not the biggest fan of Rogue.
Dude, I feel like Rogue hasn't made
Yeah.
a good beer in like a decade.
Yeah.
They were
It's
like
not-
the original craft brewery, I feel like.
This is a lager, and it's
I-
not that bad.
I would. So I don't. Are they bought out by someone yet?
I don't know. They're one of the largest.
You got
ones.
Fridge.
John, you got a solid source
Wow.
over there.
We
Wow,
want to
that's a lot
talk
of beer.
about organization. And
Whoa.
that's what we want.
Just goes for a tiny ass bottle.
But
Is Smirnoff Ice?
the
This
the reason.
this beer right here is called Top Note. It's made in Bayview. It's a local Milwaukee craft soda maker. How about that?
How about that?
I'm really. John, wait, you willingly bought a bottle of Coin Pro?
I got this for free because I came through with the gym I purchased, which is also made in Milwaukee, not a sponsor.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Speaking of, we should take a little break to show our sponsor of this episode. Today's episode is sponsored by Old English 40s. You can't get them anymore.
You can't?
This one's from 2014. RIP. You can only get it in the shitty plastic bottle.
Wait, that's the glass?
Yeah.
That's class.
How do they get it?
My uncle gave it to me on my birthday because he knows I love Old English.
Are you to drink it?
I don't, dude. You know what I remember about Old E is that it's always clear, and this is like shockingly hazy. So
It must
don't
be.
know.
It
I
must
might
be more good.
I kind of want to leave it
I bet you're developed.
just because I don't know. You can't get them anymore, and it's sentimental to when I used to be, you know, just the scuzziest of scuzzballs.
So this is what you want for the Paloma. This is, by the way, the working man's drink of Mexico. Very simple to make. Take the juice of half a lime.
One lime.
One lime.
Half a lime.
One half a lime.
Yeah, you cut it in half, squeeze it out. Make sure you get all the juiciness.
That juiciness.
Okay.
Dump her in.
No.
Then you take the tequila, which is actually, this was bought and sold in Mexico and smuggled in as a Mexico tax stamp.
Hell yeah.
So that's Mexican AF.
This is Mexican Jose. You're gonna wanna, you know, eyeball about 2 to 3 ounces.
Glug, 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 glug.
I really glugged that in there. Yeah.
All right, that seems about right. Then you top off with the
Seems about right.
grapefruit. Let's start.
Look at him. Look at him spoon it. Oh yeah. Spoon the shit out of it, John.
Lost the cube.
That is a tasty drink.
That's a lot of tequila for my blood.
We like tequila.
No.
Yo, I got this tequila today at Costco. I take a sip of it and it numbs my entire mouth. I don't know how to feel about that.
That's what you want. That's how you know it's good.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like that's a net positive.
Let's show this bottle. This bottle. Oh, he unplugged himself.
Oh, I'm coming.
Joey, what are you drinking over there?
News.
Good boy. Alex, what you got?
A Mantis Negroni.
Oh yes. With the wait, isn't that the Boulevardier
Yeah.
whiskey? Yeah. I like the Negroni better, I think. I
too.
had them side by side last weekend.
I prefer it as well.
Yeah, Steven.
Yeah, John.
Made a much superior Negroni than what I have.
Yeah. Oh yeah, from a regular
Tequila.
sponsor, Roku Gin. Buy it. Suntory. They pay us to say that.
Yeah. No, seriously, that Negroni was way different than mine. Way different.
Dude, this thing
It was
fucking
really good.
rips.
Yeah, that was fucking good. I
Take a
really
shot.
liked it.
Do it. Take a shot.
Me?
Take a shot.
All right.
No, me.
Yeah. Everyone but him.
Hold on. Everybody but me. Come on, me too, so I'm going to do it. I'm doing it for the YouTube. Tequila's okay.
Wait, are you talking shit about tequila?
It's awful.
Hey, should I put a lime in this or not?
Dunk it.
No.
Yeah, I'm.
Raw dog.
Because I have this. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
that's
right
called a
there.
lime.
All right, you got all the supplies. The
Should
lime
I
and the
squeeze it
lime.
in there?
No.
No, squeeze it
Raw
in there. Take
dog.
a shot, then squeeze the lime or whatever the white girls do.
Oh, I don't care for that.
You bite the
Just gotta
lime.
take a
You
shot.
bite it after, and then you
I
put
don't
the
care
salt.
for that.
It's all here.
All right. All right, this is for our sponsor, Kirkland, who sponsored this video today. So
Nice.
come on by.
I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of lawsuits.
No.
Dude, it's free advertising.
Yeah, Kirkland loves you.
Kirkland loves his
Oh,
own.
dude, you take a shot. Oh God, that hurts.
What is wrong with you?
Oh,
Oh, it rips, dude.
You took that like a grandma, bro.
yeah, dude. What were you doing?
I mean, I'm old as shit. I'm on Social Security, and that was the slowest shot ever.
Yeah, we got two grandpas in here now.
I'm 36. I look great.
Yo, Spencer, remember when you forgot your age? On
Yeah.
your birthday?
Yeah,
How could
Yeah.
anybody not remember that?
I remember that.
Dude,
I'm mentally prepared for next year, though. I'm ready for it. I've been ready for a whole year.
Wasn't
wait.
it more you were confident you were the wrong age than that you were simply forgot your age?
Yeah, he was confident he was 28 instead of 27.
He did the math and he still
Hey, dude, I remember. I will never forget that. I was on the phone with you. You're like, dude, I was born in 1992. I'm like, Spencer's 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I'm 28.
I'm 28. I was like, dude. And you're like, dude, I've been telling people I've been 27 for like months now.
Yeah,
guys
no
fuck
joke.
Fuck, dude, this is a good fucking drink. Holy shit.
All right, John. It's
My
open.
God, man.
Got
The
the final-
Paloma's where it's at.
Send me one.
Yo, come here and I'll make you one. I'll give you a Negroni. I'll give you a Margarita. I'll give you a Paloma. I'll give you a
Alright.
Boulevardier. I'm the cocktail man. All right. No more beer. No more suds. I'm all about the cocktails.
No more suds.
Well, Guinness, man.
Like, well, yeah, Guinness is not beer. That's just life.
Can you make a cocktail with a Guinness?
Was that?
Make a cocktail with a Guinness.
Yeah, Irish
Yeah.
Carbon.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I could do that. Actually, I don't have that. I don't have the cream.
Guys, we didn't have a St. Patrick's Day this year. Let's have a St. Patty's Day sometime in August.
This was probably one of my favorite St. Patty's Days ever.
It's called the beer tasting.
Emergency taste.
Dude, we're calling an emergency taste after this is over, right?
What's
Yeah.
wait. What defines over?
When Fauci admits to his lies.
Yeah. When Fauci hangs from the rafters by the Karen.
Okay, seriously. This theory is that Fauci created the virus or
No.
what? I don't get it.
It's
I
all
didn't
fake
hear
news.
about it, so I really don't know.
I don't know all the details myself.
Yeah, I don't know.
The virus is fake news.
Like totally fake?
Yeah.
Like there's no such thing as it at all?
Feel like the caskets are empty.
Yeah. Caskets
Oh.
are like Sandy Hook was nothing but ketchup packets and stunt actors.
Dude, I didn't get sick, If this thing was so contagious, I would have already been sick, I'm fine.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
these are the people that are living like in rural fucking areas that have no business seeing
And then they
people
hear
on the
stories about like my cousin who works at Rush Medical Center. She has not had it yet, even though she's been working very close with the patients that have it, as they say. And then they're like, well, if she doesn't contract it, then it's obviously not real.
Fake news.
Yeah, because that makes sense.
I mean, that adds up to me.
All right, guys, masks off. Let's have a taste. Let's go. Taste.
Where are we going to taste is the real question.
Steven's place.
Yeah, let's burn that fucker to the ground.
Just burn it down.
All right.
Like by
Oh,
the
yeah.
end of this, we'll be in there will be no economy, so we might as well just burn it down.
Yeah,
Housing
dude.
market gone.
No
Boom.
economy. There won't even be mortgages by the time COVID's over.
Oh my God.
No more.
All right. I'm done.
Dude, the economy is doing great, Joey. It was up almost 2% today.
Oh yeah.
Let me take a look.
Green light go up.
Let me take a look.
And go up.
Oh, geez, it was up today, boys. Holy shit, you're not kidding. It is up today.
Yeah, your boy made money today.
Yeah, me
Even though
too.
he's nearly jobless.
No,
Me-
only in a truly broken system could you come out with numbers of 15%, and that's a really conservative number. Unemployment, the highest since the Great Depression, and you have a stock market that go up 2%.
Dude, yeah, it doesn't even make sense. Wait, who said 15%?
The Department of whoever tracks that, I don't know.
Really? That
Yeah.
low? I thought we were
Oh,
up
so-
over 20.
So okay, we calculate unemployment really stupid. So those numbers are probably like lower than actual what is really. You're
I'm
probably
sure
looking
they
at
are.
actually like 30%
Yeah.
or 20-ish. Yeah.
Oh,
So,
when
like,
they factor in people who are no longer looking or are underemployed, it's
Yeah.
like record high actually. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Great Depression level.
I wouldn't be
I
surprised.
heard that on CBS today. Hey, shout out
20%.
to the fake news.
And also when they were calculating during the Great Depression, they used a little bit more of a liberal metric than they do now. So yeah, it's probably definitely worse. Anyways, yeah, no, the market's up because we give them a lot of money. So
Dude,
They think they're gonna get more.
Keep that money printer
they're going
going.
to get a lot more.
Exactly. That bolsters confidence.
Like how I explained inflation to Spencer yesterday. That was rough. Somebody had to do it.
Yo, so I was talking to some. Are you guys familiar with ADP? It's like a payroll system. Okay, so that's what my company uses, as I'm sure most or a lot of companies use.
Yeah,
It's pretty popular.
the government uses yeah.
So of course, I got my first paycheck today, which included my temporary furlough pay, and they missed the first day I was furloughed. So like that Friday, the 24th, didn't count for anything. It said like I didn't work any hours and I didn't receive any pay because of it. So I call around to HR, of course, they're not answering, they're not picking up the phones or whatever. So I go to their number that they recommend through their voice message, and I call them, talk to some lady in like rural Georgia that works for ADP. And
Yeah.
we were just, after some time passed, we were shooting the shit. And I was like, yeah, how is it over there? She's like, Because like a southern state, I was curious to see what her take was. It's like,
It's
it's
fine.
okay. I think they're opening up the state a little bit too early. I was honestly surprised to hear that. But like coming from her, a local. But then she was saying that her daughter, she was in like probably in her 50s or something. That her daughter worked for Disney and she got laid off or furloughed, and hopefully Disney's gonna open back up within the next like June 1st or whatever. And it's like, dude, even if Disney opens up and like lets
one's
all these
gonna
people
go.
start working again, it like no one's gonna
I ain't
fucking
going to
go.
Disney.
Yeah, it's like, the world can't operate without Disney World, that's how we live for.
Yeah.
But it does,
Gigantic
all
company.
those Disney employees got fucked over.
Dude,
feel
Disney
bad for
cleaned
them.
house.
Yeah, they
Disney-
did.
Yeah,
What
Disney
happened to
they,
them?
they,
fucking
What do they do?
it sucks, man.
Dude, Disney went to being like a pariah of the state of Florida to being absolute shitbag fucking people overnight.
What do they do?
Dude, they had so many people employed for them, and they just fucking axed them because
Oh.
operations ceased. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Oh, but that didn't stop the bonuses for the higher ups,
Yeah, it didn't stop them giving,
Executives
like,
still got like
millions
millions of dollars in bonuses. It's
Yeah.
insane.
It's insane.
Insane.
You could pay all those people's paychecks for
So
years,
Stupid.
and without them working when those bonuses they
Could have
gave out.
easily just kept them all employed, but instead,
Yeah.
they did the shitty thing, the corporate American dream way, which is just fuck them
Yeah.
out.
Let's save a couple rich dudes, but let's fuck over thousands of poor people.
Dude, they need their mega yachts, John. They can't go with the Mark IV for another year. They need that Mark V. God damn
Dude,
it.
I know they need the Mark V. How are they ever gonna take down the goddamn Megalodon?
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly. They need to hunt those megalodon in the sea.
Yeah.
James Cameron needs his private island. Okay, he can't go with an atoll. He needs his private island.
Dude, I'm blown away that the working class has not started like a fucking riot.
The problem is we can't because we'll all get sick and die.
Also, like, we've been told, like,
Because we're
we
too
have-
good for that shit. That's why.
Well,
Yeah.
we're not too good. This country is bred to like the boots. Like,
Yeah.
You say anything against your boss, you're like, oh, how could you do that?
Yeah.
Dude, in the wise words of Bamboo, we all pray to the devil and we are prey for the devil. And the
Yeah.
devil is corporate
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
Dude,
I mean,
Oh,
like,
hey, stop it! Stop!
Can you mute Spencer?
what is going on?
ready on you, baby.
Joey, fast on that mute. I like that, dude.
Yeah.
No,
She's
just keep it
tickling
muted
my
for a
feet.
half hour.
Well, dude, workers' rights in America is like a moral issue to workers. Like they have to get over the hurdle, be like, I'm not supposed to want any of this. I'm just supposed to work harder. Like before
Yeah.
they even get to like, how do I do that? How do I improve my station?
And the thing is, like, once you somewhat even radicalize or want to like organize or fight for something better, like the labor laws in this country are so poor that like you're just terrified of losing your job or losing what you have. So you're like bred to like
Gotta keep the workers strapped, bro.
you have the Spencer mentality of like fully believe that this is a privilege that you're in and you can't spoil it, even if you're like eking by an existence.
Dude,
What?
you want to live to work, man. That's what you do, bro.
People do want to go to work. There are people who want to work.
Yeah, people want to go to work because they need to fucking pay rent and get food on the table, dude.
Yeah,
Or
if I
'cause
could
they want to
retire
work.
tomorrow, I fucking would. As long as I got something else I can occupy my
So I have
time.
news for you. People don't want to just go to like their job just to go to their job right now.
Yeah, if I
Like,
had a
if
supply of
you go
cash,
ask Schroeder, right? Someone, a bartender out of work. Do you think he wants to go sit in his bar when he knows that there's a disease going? He said he wants to work because he needs fucking money.
yeah.
Schroeder, he was just telling me the other day how conflicted he is. He's like, it's so fucking weird. He's like, I want to go back to work because I'm bored and I have nothing else to do and I'm running out of money. And he's like,
Yeah.
at the same time, I don't want to go back to work because I don't want to get fucking sick and I don't want to die.
Yeah, it's super fucked. Like they're being held. It's
He's
fucked.
held hostage. by his career choice.
Yeah, but
what it
the
is.
majority of chances that Schroeder won't die. I mean,
It's not about that. It's just about getting sick, racking up medical debt, getting other
Yeah.
people sick.
Dude, if Schroeder does contract the virus, then he's given it to literally hundreds of people.
that's true.
Yeah,
If
it's
hundreds of
not fair.
people do
Hundreds.
come in the bar.
And
Like-
also, who wants to get this sickness? Like, it can fuck you up even if you're healthy. Like,
Yeah.
it'll give you scarring on your lungs. It could, like, it does really bad shit, and it's really
And
painful.
like the long term damage is what scares me the most.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like your normal cold where
Yeah,
you
I don't want lung damage. You know, I want to damage my lungs on my own time by smoking crack and doing PCP. You know, I don't want to get a disease.
Yeah,
Also, yeah, he works for a bar. He probably doesn't have good medical insurance, does he?
No, it's decent. It's decent through the main one. The second one, he doesn't get anything through. But the second one is the main problem because if he goes back to work there, that's literally one of the most trafficked bars in Milwaukee.
What's the second bar?
well, it was. I'm not sure if it still is anymore.
You know, it's not docs
No,
anymore.
not the main one, John. The second one, the one on Brady. Try not to say names.
I didn't know he works. I didn't know he works at
Doesn't
two
matter.
places.
No one knows. There's a billion of those.
But anyways, yeah, like the medical medical expenses too. Like, and like that's a whole other can of worms.
Dude, something I was thinking about today is you hear all these stories about like people surviving after, and like the story is they like recovered, but they
Yeah.
talk about how many days or weeks they spent in a hospital room, and it's not even a subject of like how much money did them or their family owe. Like that should be the story. The story is like they made it, and so can you. So go back to work, please.
go do your job now. Don't worry about the debt.
You could be a hero on CBS News, but it's like it's not even brought up. It's not even questioned. Like some kid just went for COVID, and they're in there for like 11 days in ICU.
It's a lot of money. If they don't have insurance.
Hey, Steven, when was the last time you went to the store?
Well, I went to the liquor store today, but I went to my local place right down the street there.
It's like, have you been to any like Pick and Save or Metro Market recently?
I haven't been in a single grocery store in a while. I went to Menards a week ago, but they have a mask order, and then they have a limit to people they count who goes in, and then they hand you like pre-sanitized carts. Menards actually's got it down pat, I gotta say.
Dude, Costco is by far the best store that I've been into. Like they're making continuous improvements. Like they won't even let you in without a mask.
Yep.
They completely sanitize the carts. They spray the whole entire fucker down and wipe it down.
Yeah.
Oh,
They got going on. I was in Metromart today, and
Nothing.
dude, Metromart is a fucking loose cannon. Pick and Slave is awful.
Really?
Dude, like they've made such minimal not improvements, but like they've done such like the bare minimum effort to where I would say about like only 60% of the people were wearing face masks,
Interesting.
which was very surprising.
The Pick and Slave by me, the last time I went into it, I should say, they were doing the sanitized card thing. All the employees had masks, and then they had all the tape marks for all the lines on the registers for 6 feet apart. They weren't really enforcing it too well, and I was uncomfortable. I didn't take a card either because they were just wiping off the handle, so I just carried my groceries.
Right, and that's the thing. Like they're relying on the patron to sanitize the card, so they have like the wipes readily available, which you know, you wipe off.
Mine has homies doing it for you.
Jim
Hey,
Law.
Alex, can you thank your parents for me for giving me that hand sanitizer? It's like seriously like such like I still use it like every time I go out and like touch my my apartment door handles and stuff. Like I'll just
Why don't you just
slap it on
sanitize the door handles?
because I have to use 4 to.
He uses
Oh,
four.
4. That's right. That's right.
Yo,
Never
Joey,
mind.
did
I was
you
talking about your door.
Joey, did you
No,
need?
I don't care
hand
about my
sanitizer?
door.
Yeah, I bought hand soap for the
Dude, I
first
found
time.
the hand
It's
sanitizer gold mine, dude. Holy Land has a fuck ton of hand sanitizer.
Really?
Palestinian made. And
Dude.
he
That
told
was
me,
good.
he's like, you come
Oh,
back,
yeah.
it's really good, best quality. I was like, fuck yeah, man, I'm coming back. Anyway, so if you want it, it's in the small bottle, so I can just get like 5 of them and mail them to you.
Yeah, please. Like, dude, things are desperate here. Like, I still have no paper towel, no toilet paper here, no
What
hand
do
sanitizer.
You don't have any toilet paper?
You
Well,
know,
in
I
my
bought.
apartment I do, but like I can't buy any.
You want some rolls?
How many rolls do you have left?
Like 10.
Oh, okay, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I'm fine for a while. I'm not worried.
I'm
I'm
actually starting
pissed
to
about,
run low.
I'm pissed about paper towels. I've cut up old t-shirts and started using those as rags.
You don't have any paper towels?
Wait, did you just not have rags before that?
No, I have rags, but I want to use those for dishes. I'm talking about like wiping up like shit.
I mean,
Yeah.
you don't got
I
two
know.
sets of rags, a dry rag and a wash rag? I mean,
Well, so like
I guess now you do.
I have to do laundry to pay for it, so I don't want to use my kitchen rags for everything.
Dude, you want South Korean quarters, Joey? I'll get you some of them too.
Yo, Steven,
Yeah.
I was a little surprised to see Grandpa at your birthday. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, but I had mixed feelings about that as well, but he's antsy.
Okay.
What is he up to nowadays?
So
What is
he's
what
always-
He's relaxed a little bit because I'm going to be living with him up in Door County for a week and a half. So
When you going, Steven?
the 18th.
Okay. Don't see anyone now until then.
Thank you, Joey.
You're going to Door County, Joe?
No, me? No.
Oh.
So yeah, I've been trying to stay away as best I can from people, and I'm paying extra close attention to my symptoms. If I get any or whatever, I'll have to probably X the thing. But yeah, so he has to hole up in the Door County place by order for 14 days. He has to come supplied for 14 solid days before he's allowed to leave the property.
Who's that?
We only have one recorded case up there right now, and they're trying to keep it that way.
Wait, who has to be up there for 14 days without going out?
Like, my grandpa, when he goes to the place in Door County,
Yeah.
rule is you can go because there's pretty much 90% of the people that have houses there are just vacation homes, right?
Right.
So he wants to go up there, and they told him the township rule right now is you have to come up with enough provisions to last you 14 solid days before you can go to the grocery store.
Okay, what's the problem with that?
They're just trying to stave off epidemic and hospital
No,
strain because
yeah,
there was
that's-
one hospital for the entire peninsula, and they only had one recorded case so far, so they're just trying to keep it that way. So
That's
a
fine.
lot of Illinois bastards were thinking about like rushing it or whatever, and so that's why they did all those rules.
Makes
yeah,
sense.
well, yeah, a lot of those vacation towns like are freaked because like people were like leaving, like the rich people leave to go live in their vacation home during all of this.
Yeah.
And they don't want because urban centers obviously have more. So like, yeah.
That and then the boating rules are really weird too, because he wants to I want to help him put the boat in the water. So rules for boats, no more than 6 people, and you all have to be related, which I found really interesting.
Oh, really?
I don't know how they're going to determine that because it's like we have 2 different last names,
Right. Yeah.
So I'm curious to see, but we're under the 6th.
I understand the premise of the law because they don't want people meeting up to go on the boat just to
Yeah,
meet
no
up.
boat barges, no tying off. You can't. Yeah, none of that shit is going on. And I guess the National Guard is like going ham up there about
Oh
it.
yeah, in Chicago, Milwaukee, have you guys seen any military presence?
Just in the state
Zero.
fairgrounds.
Zero. Which
There's a
is
lot of-
surprising. I thought the
military.
National Guard would be out in Milwaukee.
Yeah, I see them a lot out here all the time.
National Guard?
Yeah.
What are they doing?
I don't fucking know.
They're breaking up groups, man.
Not really. Like I saw them in the park, and there's like big groups of people in the park.
Yeah, they're playing frisbee, hula hoop. You know what they
Yeah.
do. You know what they're doing? This is a call to Alex. Disperse, disperse. Alex, True and I say that more than you think we do. Probably at least twice a week.
That was such a fun night and such a bizarre ending to a fun night.
It's funny
Oh
because
boy, look at those boxers. Oh man.
is he on the briefs now?
Oh man, he's got
Where's
the Chewbacca box, dude.
It's
Those
Ball
things-
Friday.
Dude, those things. Oh no, I can't believe he's still wearing those.
What is he still wearing?
What'd you do to him?
Like the material, the material is just like spandexy. Like it has to be so sweaty in there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I assume that with anything Spencer wears.
Why does he not have pants on?
Yo, or not Spencer, Joey.
Yeah.
I have converted to 100% these. What are they called? Sacks.
Sacks. Yeah, sacks are good.
Dude, I'm all about the sacks. Like the
I'm only at half sacks right now. I'm trying to go full sacks, but
Dude,
the
it was-
expenditure is large.
It was an investment that I made about maybe 2 years ago now, but they're holding up pretty well.
Dude, yeah, they are. Aren't they, John?
Yeah, they hold up well. You want to know why? I know because I have a pair of Richards that I've commandeered.
No, you have a pair of Richards too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why are you stealing all Richards?
Dude, I got a pair of Richards as well.
How's Richard losing so much underwear at your guys' places?
Yeah,
Well,
that's pretty fucked up.
he's sneaky.
I don't know. I'm speaking of him. I invited him here and he just responded. But
I saw him yesterday for the first time.
Yeah.
But I really couldn't hear him too much because we're in the sunroom and everything echoes and like everyone was talking.
yeah.
Yeah, that was rough.
But so
Like your
So apparently he doesn't get our group texts.
Yeah, it's broken.
Yeah, that's what you're-
He texted me on the side.
I get sporadic Richard texts.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna say doing a WhatsApp might not be a bad idea.
I'm down for the WhatsApp. I like WhatsApp.
Yeah, I like WhatsApp. Well, I mean, I don't like it, but I'd use it.
I've never used it. I don't know what it's
It's
all about.
it's a little out of the way. It's
It's one of the most straightforward apps I've ever used. Though,
Yeah,
even
apps-
though it's,
app-wise, yeah.
Facebook owned garbage.
But it's encrypted, says George. Where is George, by the way?
yeah.
No,
He's working on his
seriously, yeah.
paper,
I think if someone owns the encryption,
which
I
is
would
what
pursue-
I should be doing.
What's your paper about?
I'm writing 2 essays that are due Monday.
What are
One
they
is
about?
one is about how the growing U.S. presence in the Middle East has affected the history of the Middle East since the end of World War I. And then I have to write another essay about how, quote, Islamic extremism has affected the history of the Middle East. And then it goes into a really specific second point, but that I don't know the words of.
I'm so glad I don't gotta write any more papers, dude. Holy fuck. Like that shit was fun for a while, but then after a while,
I don't know. I'm probably going to type them up tomorrow.
Yeah, papers are not for me.
the hardest
French-
part
French
is the first paragraph, and I'm just like, oh,
Always painful.
I spend a great deal of time not writing at all. And then usually when I finally sit down to do it, I've thought up at least a page or two.
Yeah, I've tried every strategy out there for writing, starting at the middle, the beginning, the end, and I don't know what works best.
I like a strong beginning. You let your paper grow.
do you John, did you have any good papers when you were in college? Did you write any good ones?
Yeah, back in I'd like to say like 2009, which would be my freshman/sophomore year of college. I took an English course, which was mandatory, and I wrote I think it was like a 10-page paper on whatever you so choose. And it was dealing with I wrote a paper on cars and like why American cars fucking suck and where the future of cars are going. And essentially what I said came absolutely true.
What'd you say?
I said the future of cars is small engines that are turbocharged
True.
because they're way more efficient. And what do you have? Every single car is a tiny four-banger with a turbocharger on it. So hey, I called that. Saw it coming about 10 years back or more. I said that domestic cars are just awful and destitute for just destruction, and they've pretty much proved that.
And coming forth with the trains in the future, right?
I didn't mention anything about trains, unfortunately.
Sorry, you missed the boat.
Speaking of boats, sailboats are going to be big.
Big boats, big
No
boats.
fossil fuels required to run them, essentially.
None. Sail.
What engines do we have on the boat? None. Zero gas.
Zero
Zero
gas.
gas.
2 megalodons though, but no gas.
Yeah, they run on blubber.
They run on dead pirate bones and megalodons,
Spear the whales.
and a little bit of sorrow from the chest.
Wait, can you guys kill whales in that game? Can you get their blubber and sell it?
No whales.
No
You can kill
whales.
sharks though.
Unfortunately.
Well, yeah. I played the game when you can kill sharks.
Joe, you didn't play pirates.
I played 2 years ago.
Hey, Joy, you should get back on.
Come on back.
So,
They- They've
I
added
should.
a bunch.
Just drop
But,
the
like-
$30 and come on.
well, I would probably just get the Game Pass because it's
Yeah, get the
$10 a
Game
month.
Pass.
Dude,
So-
you can play Fallout New Vegas. There's so many games on that thing.
Yeah.
If you want, we could start a Halo campaign together.
No, the thing is, I don't need new games right now because Tarkov has taken over my life.
Why don't you just put Tarkov away for a minute?
Nope, I can't do it. It's too much fun. That game does something to me. All right, turns me into an animal. Like I wake up in the morning, I log on, I collect my insurance, put some things in the market, do some work, then go back, do some raids. It's a whole problem.
How many hours a day did you Tarkov today?
I only played for one.
Ooh.
1.5 probably. Yep.
Hey, since we have four states represented right here, when is your official states like end of quarantine or whatever you want to say?
June 1st.
Mine-
June 1st?
I have no idea. I'm
That's
just
what they're
planning on
planning.
never leaving until I can go to Milwaukee.
They were
mine
Illinois
is-
is Illinois is fucked.
Mine
Is
is
it June
May
1st for real?
May what?
Wait, how is Illinois fucked?
That's not happening. And
Because
and
they're just like pushing it. I mean, like, okay, here's the thing. They want a date. Like, don't get me wrong. I think they want a date. But every date that they have given is like, oh no, like way too soon, which is fine. But then it's like, okay, guys, like great, June 1st sounds wonderful. And it's probably not gonna happen. Like
No,
that's the
yeah.
thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
it's-
Yeah.
I guess maybe it's been my mentality that would always be extended like that because
That's-
it's just
that's how
easier
I-
to do politically.
I just feel like it's gonna be extended at this point.
yeah,
You know, June 1st sounds great.
I was really surprised when I first heard that people believe them when they said it'd just be a month. I'm like, no, they're going to renew it in a month. They're going to renew it every month,
yeah.
like
I
every
always
6 weeks or whatever. And then when
May
people are
15th is
like,
not happening here. Like it's gonna get pushed to June 15th or whatever. It's
When's
gonna do a
DC's
month
official
of-
date?
May 15th, but it's not happening.
Have they said that
May
yet? 'Cause
15th?
that's-
Holy shit, that's
This
early.
is not- yeah, but they declared that at April 15th.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah.
So yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Dude.
Especially in the recent spikes here have been pretty bad. So yeah.
Yeah. So we're seeing that the day after not Labor Day,
Tired of this whole thing, man. I just want to
Memorial
get back
Day.
to normal.
which is the 26th. It's a Tuesday.
So there is gonna be like no normal. But yeah.
However, I don't know if that's gonna be the case. Who knows?
hey, Spencer, one way of thinking of it is like the normal is what allowed this like virus to spread so quickly and so effectively.
That's true.
So
Yeah, well, I mean, like everyone wants to return to normal, but like the reality of the situation is, even after you open, it's not gonna be normal. Like
Yeah.
No,
it's not.
not right away. It's gonna take months,
It's gonna take a year.
years, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, they're talking about like 10 years of damage done to certain markets and economies.
I mean, even something like 2008 with the housing market crash, like people remember like that, like it was
Yeah.
fucking yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
quite a
it'll
bit.
be a changing event. Like 2008, if you look post 2008, like shape, probably up until this point, and then from this point past will shape whatever comes until something else happens.
Yeah, no doubt.
Bullshit, man.
It's life.
Yeah,
So,
why is
do you
it bullshit?
Do you
'Cause
think
it's
that
not fun.
millennials have
Oh.
it truly the roughest out of all the generations thus far?
I don't,
And by
I don't
generations, I mean
engage.
like recent generations, like the last
Yeah,
5.
since World War II, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I don't believe in this generational discussion.
Yeah, I think generations are silly, but like, yeah, you have to think we had a war, we had
I'm saying like as
A
a
terrorist
working,
attack.
I'm saying as a working age group.
What?
Yeah.
9/11 was our generation.
yeah, I'm saying the
Eh,
war,
it
like
didn't really
the
affect
9/11 didn't like what resulted from 9/11, like our peers going off to war.
I think
um,
9/11 itself affected America a lot more than the actual wars did, because this
Yeah,
is like
probably.
a country
Yeah,
is
I guess,
so
okay, I
stupid.
guess yeah, you had 9/11.
The war is not like if like you want to just talk about like war to generational comparison, like that's a problem because World War like 1 and 2 are just nothing like what the wars we're experiencing. Right? The fact that we're not experiencing them
Oh yeah,
is evident of that.
I do think that there's a period from like the interwar period and the whole Cold War that whoever was like lived during then had it way easier, I think. Like yeah, totally.
Yeah, I would tend to agree. There's a lot
In the
less
West,
calamity.
like I mean, I'm not going to tell that to like someone who lived in Southeast Asia, obviously, or Africa or South America, but like yeah, in developed countries for sure.
I mean, the worst thing that happened in like the freaking 70s was like, oh yeah, our cars drink too much fuel. This is so difficult. It's so
Yeah.
hard to get gas right now.
Oh yeah, the
Come on, dude.
economy stagnated under Nixon or whatever. It was like, okay, fuck off.
Yeah, then Watergate, you know.
Yeah, Watergate, yeah.
It's the oil crisis.
Right. That
Yeah,
yeah,
oil
that's-
crisis, I forgot about that.
That was more than just economic. That demonstrated that there was a power imbalance Americans post World War II were not used to.
Yeah.
And it was one we couldn't invade our way out of.
You know, I was trying to think back and like, have we ever had a president that you were actually proud of in our lifetime? Like you can look back and be like, yeah, this is a great president. He was great for pretty much everyone and for America.
John, were you technically alive when H.W. Bush was president?
I believe so because he served until 92.
Yeah,
Right?
essentially.
Yeah, so I was a 90, but you know, I wouldn't remember that.
Okay. I was saying, because most of us, it's like 4 or 5 presidents. So, like, not that you go much far back to find one you're proud of, but
Well, because I was talking to my mom not that long ago, and she goes, you know, I really liked Reagan. He was like the last president I really enjoyed. He was good for America. I was like, I'm not sure. Historically speaking, if Reagan was that great for America.
well, I think because the
Yeah.
real way you're valuing, or the person we're talking about is valuing their presidency is how they experience the presidency. So,
Yeah.
like, part of it is like how old you are when you're president is. You'll find
no
people
doubt.
who are 6
No
years
doubt.
old, and you're just like everyone's favorite president is like when they were 30 or something. Like,
Yeah, like my mom would be like, yeah, you know, around 30. Yeah, I guess at that time.
but also somewhat unique to Reagan is he's like the first, like, he's not the first television president, but he's the first president like strictly made for television, and it's very effective. There's people who didn't vote for him who still have positive memories of him.
I think my mom just liked him because he looked good. You know, he's an actor. He's a good-looking president.
The whole
Reaganomics.
Reagan thing is amazing because like the results of like what went down during his administration and the post-mortem after his administration has been like
You talking about GW?
no Reagan, like the worst thing like imaginable. And it's like yeah, it's amazing.
One of the
Like-
weirdest things or saddest parts about that is like a lot of the bad shit Reagan did was known during his presidency. Like it's not
Right,
even.
yeah. And well, I think Obama will probably be a similar.
Yeah, we shouldn't be surprised because we lived through our own, where a bunch of
Yeah.
bad shit was happening and everyone went arm in arm. Like, you know what? This is all good. This is really good.
He was like a nice face. He spoke well, so like people were into it, and they'll probably like even though we understand the bad things that Obama did, or didn't do or whatever, like people are still probably gonna like our generation will look back fondly with him, right?
Yeah.
Like
We'll remember a great sense of hope and change, and then like followed up by a bunch of disaster that's going to be overshadowed by the Trump presidency. And we're going to compare the memory of Barack Obama's first the acceptance speech when he won the election in Chicago. We'll remember that. Most people will, and they won't. And then when they remember the bad parts, they'll think of Donald Trump's face, and they'll be good.
Yeah, at least Obama was an exceptionally well-spoken man. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
He's
Really, really great.
he's
So,
very
like,
highly educated, very well spoken. He doesn't tweet like a fucking 2-year-old. Even but
The tweets are a little much.
blowing people
He's
up
like-
in the Middle East.
I call him one of the kind of presidents, one of the kind of politicians that can convince you to bomb that hospital.
Yeah,
Dude, totally, man.
totally.
You feel like you can trust him even before you meet him.
You're done talking about like, why aren't we
Yo.
droning more U.S. civilians?
so
God
speaking
damn.
of like Obama and the drone expansion, do you know like and I think not enough people have talked about this under the Trump administration, like it's expanded like even twofold from Obama.
Dude, the gloves
And it,
are
like,
off
has
in the U.S.
just
military since Trump.
Breached the surface, like his tweets breached the surface, and it's like, oh, yeah, he's droning more than any other president ever.
Dude,
Great.
Really? Trump is?
when he had the
Yeah.
military drop the mother of all bombs.
Oh, yeah, the
it was
Moab.
Oh my god,
Dude,
the
that-
Moab.
Remember that?
The
I
headline was
forgot
he
about
used the
that.
most powerful bomb ever in combat that no one ever used or whatever besides nuclear bombs.
That's all he
Um,
cared about too.
Well, yeah, but the reality was it was actually part of a program or a change in policy where the U.S. military was now very free to do what they wanted on like ground level situations.
Yeah.
As before,
I
it was a
did not know
little
that.
more political with Obama. The rules of engagement changed. So that's how they phrase it.
Yeah, they liberalized the rules of engagement so they could just do whatever the fuck.
Yeah, they're like, do you
And he
think
killed-
you need the strongest bomb ever created? Then do it, man. What are you talking to me for? Don't let your
Yeah,
dreams
they
be
killed
dreams.
13 supposed Taliban fighters. Who knows if they really were, but like,
No one knows.
Yeah.
There's actually, it's of record that during Bush and Obama, we killed the same terrorists, several times, according to official reports.
oh shit, it's like the North Koreans. Like Kim keeps on
Yeah.
executing the same North Korean general 4 times over.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got
like a cat.
the
Yeah.
number 4 agent of Al Qaeda. He is dead. He is no longer a threat to anyone. And then like 2 months later, it's like, ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to report we got him again. That son of a bitch.
It's like a canned kill, It's
Like,
so
God. Ah, shit, one of our soldiers did another crime in an occupied country. Oh, tell them we killed Al Jabati for the 4th time. They love that shit.
It's like whenever there's like a lull, it's like we gotta kill someone that no one knows anything about.
And then somehow the CBS, NBC, and Fox all have the same exact bio and the same exact guy right at the right time to tell us exactly who he was. It's weird how that happens.
Yeah, no, it really, that's good times. Good times bombing brown people. Also,
yeah.
like the war in Yemen, like that fell off the radar.
Oh, actually, I wrote about that for my history of the Middle East class because COVID-19 hit it really. It's gonna hit it hard. No one actually knows yet.
In Middle East?
Yemen, they're having a war, and there's
Genocide.
absolutely no testing done. So there, at the time I wrote it, there was no confirmed reports. But just because they don't have the infrastructure, not because they think there was nothing there.
Who are
And
they
a
at war
cholera
with?
outbreak.
Who are they at war with?
They're technically in a
Us.
civil war, but Saudi Arabia is bombing the shit out of them.
And yeah, we also bombed the shit out of them too.
And we definitely sell every bomb that gets dropped by Saudi Arabia from America. So
Well, yeah, I mean, like, Honeywell and not General Electric, Lockheed Martin's got to get paid somehow.
hey,
Hey,
GE
oh,
is one of the
oh.
largest defense contractors
Yeah,
in the country.
Come on, they build those engines. GE builds those rockets and
true.
jet and they build the propulsion.
God
I gotta
damn it.
turn my heat up. I'll be right
Who
back.
do you think builds the air conditioners for the fucking desert bases? You know what the U.S. military's AC budget was per year in the war in Iraq? It's astounding. Like, you could build school, you could pay for healthcare with the AC bills. Like, it's ridiculous.
Yo, speaking to that tune, there was a street fight episode maybe like 2 or 3 months ago now. Female caller, and she said she was in like the bomb making division or whatever for a certain
Yeah.
company.
Yeah,
Yep.
I remember that.
And she said, like, I'm not really for the work I do, and the best thing I can do right now is just like delay and just like fuck with the people and just like try to like sabotage the program, but
Yeah.
without like seeming like that she's actually doing anything.
Hell yeah.
What's your moral compass on like working for a company that is directly related or is producing something that has the potential to
I
hurt
think,
many people?
yeah, it's a pretty gray zone, right? Because like people need work, right?
Yeah,
So
right.
like you're gonna do something for a paycheck. So I will never bash someone for like someone who needs the paycheck. But so like my friend Vishal, I'll use him as an example. He
Yeah.
works for like literally ICE now, right? And that to me is like egregious because he doesn't have to work for him. He had a
Your
job.
friend works for ISIS, did you just say?
ICE.
What's ICE?
Internal combustion engine.
Yeah. Yeah. No. What did they stand for? They're border patrol fuckers.
I thought he works for CPB.
Yeah, CPD, but I mean ICE is under CPD.
Oh, okay. ICE is the people that go and tear good families apart. They throw them in cages. They stick
ICE is the
fucking
people who took
rifles.
me out of my own fucking home at gunpoint. All right, that's who they are.
They're piles of shit. They're worse than cops.
Yeah,
Worse than
far
cops.
worse, absolutely worse than cops.
Backwood thugs.
Yeah, I mean, I was escorted out by my building at gunpoint by them. Anyways,
Yeah, dude,
So,
they
like-
tear families apart.
in that situation, like, yeah, I would say like Vishal shouldn't be doing that. Like that to me is wrong. But like if you're like on a manufacturing line and you're like, this is my job, like this is
Oh,
my-
fuck. I forgot to tell this. Sorry to interrupt.
Do
Dude,
you understand my point, John?
we lost two of our homies to the ICE after the whole COVID thing went on.
No.
Yeah,
What homies?
it sucks. Two of our longstanding workers who we knew their situation, but they have ways around, how they do.
They were illegal?
They're temps, but they were permanently with us, kind of thing. Because they can't like work for us on the books, so we'd go through a temp agency. Anyway, long story short, one day both of them didn't show up, and we were like, "What the fuck?" And we eventually found out through the grapevine they both got corralled and sent back, if you will.
When did this happen?
Right at the start of like the whole lockdown thing, right around.
Oh, all right. Like those facilities have to be crawling with COVID.
Oddly timed, and the one I was close
Wait, were
to,
they detained or were they deported?
deported, fully gone.
So they're in Mexico?
Yeah.
Oh man, they're so lucky.
I mean, they were illegal, so I don't know.
The one that I was closer with, I know that she's been obtained and sent back now a total of 4 times. And the stretch that she was with our company was the longest that she's gone without being deported. So it sucks. But I guess it is what it is because we don't have a choice and there's nothing we can do about it. So
Yeah.
anyway,
I mean, I don't know. My opinion on that is you're illegal, like,
do not kid yourself. Both of these people pay taxes.
oh, they did.
Taxes come out of their pay and they have.
Oh, they did pay
This
taxes.
is,
Oh,
this
yeah.
is a right-wing myth that they don't pay taxes. They come out of your paycheck. Like the only way
Exactly.
you're not,
Yeah, they
you're
don't
not-
get. Oftentimes, they will not receive the benefit.
Yeah, exactly. So they
Just
pay taxes
literally-
and they don't receive the benefit.
But they don't get help. They don't get any of the health care or nothing like that.
And
Oh,
so the only
Spencer,
way-
who gets health care?
I do.
Yeah, not from some government handout.
No.
No, my work gives it to me. But
you
did the
pay
work give
for
them
it.
health care?
Yeah,
Yeah.
your work also doesn't give it to you. You pay for it.
Yeah, you
Right, I
pay
pay
for
for
it.
it.
I mean, it's subsidized a little bit. The work pays either the lion's share or some of it at least,
They don't
Yeah.
provide your health care insurance.
but they don't provide it. They just give you a little They just give you some Disney dollars, you know, for the
But
health.
yeah, the only way an illegal immigrant would get that wouldn't pay payroll tax is if they are being paid under the table by
Under the
their
table.
employer,
Right.
who coincidentally during all of this ICE raids, you never see them get in trouble, do you?
What do you mean?
Um,
The employer paying them under the
Yeah.
table? They should. The employer should be held accountable for that.
yeah, well, weird that it's never the employer. It's always you know,
Why
the
not both?
worker.
Why not both the employer and the worker?
I mean, the worker usually provides a service, so
But the employer should be held accountable because they
Doing
can,
this again?
you know, they're choosing to
yeah,
employ someone who's not
I'm
legal.
with you. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not with you on the immigration stance, but I am fully on board with yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, because if they're willingly doing it, I mean, both parties are. It's two wrongs don't make a right. You know, both parties should be punished for it.
No, I don't think one party's committing wrong, but yeah, anyways. Yeah, that's fucked, Steve. Sorry.
Also,
mean-
this is only slightly off topic,
It is what it is.
but and I only got a glimpse of it myself. But Christina was saying that Trump visited Honeywell like at the Arizona
Yeah, a couple days ago.
location a few days ago. Yeah, and that's Christina's site currently.
Oh, really?
But most of the employees there are furloughed or laid off, as well as Christina is working from home. And if you saw in that press conference, like the whole background was just like a bunch of cardboard boxes with like Honeywell, like literal printouts of Honeywell taped to the boxes. Like it looks so cheesy. Like you should honestly look it up.
So there was nobody there to like. There was
Stupid
just, like,
looking.
no
Well, no,
employee?
there's some people there, but like the way it was set up is like, you know, it's like a Hollywood red carpet thing where there's like a whole background with like your sponsor on it. Like this is little cardboard boxes with paper taped to it that said Honeywell. It looks so stupid. Oh yeah, dude, you guys do not want to work for Honeywell. Christina's like, this is a bad business to the fucking core. Like,
Really?
Not
So
surprising.
Why
I
is
mean,
that?
I'm not surprised either. They're so hard, right? Like in old school, it's
Yeah,
disgusting.
I mean, they're largely also a defense contractor. Like,
Oh, dude, we're seeing
Yeah.
it right now. I'm
Yeah.
seeing it right now through Bayer Monsanto.
Yeah, Christina's actively trying to get out of Honeywell.
What do they make over there? That is masks or like what are they making over there?
Oh yeah, so that was another thing. They were saying that at their location and their safety division, which is in like Providence, Rhode Island, they're gonna be making 10 million masks a month, which I'll see it when I believe it, I guess, because they're not really set up to make masks. They're set up to make airplane parts and bombs.
I was gonna say they make my GPS unit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're that's the aerospace location, Phoenix.
Yeah.
You know.
Like my database, I could send a picture next time I fly. It says Honeywell right on my fucking
Sure, yeah. Hey,
thing.
here's a fun fact. Honeywell no longer makes thermostats. Like they're out of that business. Which is shocking because that's like their whole curb appeal, you know, like the layman, you know, is Honeywell for the thermostats, not for anything else that they make. But they have a whole safety division. They make a bunch of like masks and boots and garb like that, as well as airplane parts, I guess. Anything dealing with aerospace and defense is largely Honeywell. Yeah, just thought I'd say that. I thought it was kind of funny to see. I saw some pictures and some video and it looked really fucking cheesy.
I like that, John. I like it a lot.
Yeah. And of course, Trump wasn't wearing a mask or anything. you know?
Never, dude.
They
Oh,
said
driver.
Not once.
Driver, somebody just tested positive too.
There's two
Yeah.
people at the White House who tested positive.
Oh really?
It's absolutely incredible. I was telling Truman, I was like, dude, it would be a godsend if Trump contracted it because then he might fucking realize how bad it is.
You mean he might die?
And he might die.
Hopefully he dies.
I mean,
That would be ultimate. I would love that.
He probably
Mike
wouldn't die
Pence lead
because
presidents.
They'll fucking unleash the arsenal.
Yeah,
on
but
him,
Pence is
so-
gonna get it sooner or later. He did the whole fucking Mayo Clinic without a mask, like a pile of shit that he is.
You know,
I
I'm
mean,
sure,
Pence
I'm sure all the
wouldn't also
Big
be-
Macs make him strong.
Pence at this
Didn't he
point-
wear a mask? I don't get why they didn't wear a mask.
Guys,
Why can't they
they're
wear it?
testing those two jabronis every single day.
That's-
Are they? Pence
Yeah.
and Trump?
Yep.
Oh yeah, I'm
I
sure.
bet they would be.
The
Yeah.
thing, though, Pence and the Republicans wouldn't get reelected if Trump died. Like Pence would never be reelected.
No.
Yeah.
But why? Here's the thing. Why wouldn't Trump wear the mask to go there?
Pence?
Because it's a show of strength.
No,
Not
it's
to-
not.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Not to do it.
No, what
But it's
it
a bad
actually is-
example to people
wait,
across the
wait.
country.
What it is it's a nod to the protesters. It's a nod to all those fuckers to open up the economy to show that it's not bad.
Yeah.
All those people who saw that took it as validation. Absolutely.
Dude,
Yeah.
no doubt. And that's what I'm saying. It's a show of strength. It's
Yeah.
just like, what was the president that got sworn in? He had felt like polio or something. He died like immediately after.
Oh, he got pneumonia. He had
He had
the
pneumonia.
longest inauguration speech of
Oh,
all
yeah.
time, refused to wear a jacket, and talked in
Yeah.
the rain.
Dude,
forgot
that
his
was a
name.
show of strength. That's a fucking
James
real
T.
G right
Garfield?
there. A real idiot, but you know, that's what it was all about back then. And Trump is trying to be like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was definitely not to to those AstroTurf protests. Like, it was definitely signaling to the far right wing base that
Yeah, let's get that out there too.
Yeah.
Those are fucking AstroTurf.
oh well, I mean it's
Oh, Steven's right. It's Harrison.
it's noted, like it is I mean, there are real people and they are voicing like a real concern, but yeah, it's definitely funded by the DeVos family and whoever the fuck, especially in Michigan, right?
Probably Mercer. Probably Coke.
Mercer. Dude, did you see my thing about the Epoch Times?
Yeah. Not
The
surprised.
Falun Gong are funded by Mercer.
Did I tell you about that? Like when I over the summer, I drove to New York and back, and on the drive back,
Mhm.
I listened to like MSNBC on XM radio for like 7 hours,
I'm
and
sorry.
that day was the Falun Gong day, and they had broken up the largest ad buyer for Facebook was the Falun Gong, and that they were this radical pro-Trump Chinese cult.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And they talked about it for 6 of the 7 hours.
It is. I've tried to like dive into them. Like, if you want to like look into conspiracy theories, the Falun Gong are a great option because like it's fucking weird, man. It's
Dude, they
fucking
go
weird.
way back too.
All
They're
of it is weird.
they came up in my Asian relations history or class this semester because during the Kosovo bombings, the
Yeah.
U.S. accidentally blew up the Chinese embassy in Yugoslavia or Serbia or whatever, and or Kosovo, and
Kosovo.
killed a few Chinese people, and China was angry, and so the Falun Gong showed up. It started. They like hijacked the protest.
Yeah, dude. I see them here in DC all the time, like protesting or praising Trump or whatever. Fucking weirdest shit in the world, dude. Like those people. Yeah, it's utterly bizarre. Like they have a bunch of like. The weirdest thing is like it's all like proven fake, but they'll like show like pictures of like Falun Gong being like organ harvested and things,
Yep.
or just like these bizarre pictures, and you're just like, you look at it, and you're like, that doesn't look real, or like that's not what's happening. And then like, dude, they'll do like these meditational dances, and they'll like hold my hand and like pull me in. Fucking weird.
They touch you, Joey?
Dude, yeah, man. Oh, dude, it's fucking
That's
weird.
fucked up, bro.
It's very cult-like. It's very cult-like, and I don't like saying all this because there's a lot of them, like millions of them, obviously.
Millions
And
of
Falun Gong, and yeah, it's almost like Chinese Scientology in a way.
But,
Ah,
like, even
and they're pro-Trump.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, I just love the idea of some American billionaire like just looking around the world, finding a Chinese cult, cashing them a check, and being like, "We need you to be pro Donald Trump." And they'd just be like, "We can do that."
Well, I mean, they've been anti-CCP for a long time, right? Because a lot of them were expelled.
Which is why the billionaire found him in the first place to cut that sick
Yeah.
check.
Yeah. I don't know if they were exactly expelled or if like they were just like cracked down on. It's
The history
hard.
between like them, CCP go back a while now. They're always
This is from the 90s, really.
I just noticed John's making another drink.
Yeah.
Dude. Another Paloma.
Look at him with that measuring glass too.
Anyways, do you guys all get the Epoch Times YouTube ads?
I don't.
What is
I
that?
get them. Really? I get them
What
all
ads?
the time.
Joe's a target for
what's
Food
Epoch?
Line.
Oh my god.
What's Epoch?
It's a region thing, though. It's gotta be
It
regional.
is the Fulong Gong newspaper, okay? And dude, Alex, you need to look up their ads. It's fucking wild. It's like this like millennial looking white guy, and he's like, this is the news they're not telling you. And it's like really heavily produced. And it's like, you know, this is what communist China is doing, blah, 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 and it's whatever. And then like the crazy thing is like, okay, half truth there, whatever, like standard sort of like alternative media spin. But then they'll just like open up these pages of like a literal conspiracy theories. Like you can paste this on your wall to connect the dots like no newspaper ever has before. Like crazy fucking like QAnon shit. And I'm just like, oh my fucking God. It's fucking wild. It's time. Look up Epoch Times.
Well, sounds awesome.
Because I had to look them up because obviously there's no Asian people on there, right? It's like 3 white dudes, right? And then I looked them up. I'm like, who the fuck are the Fulong Gong? And I looked them up on like
And then
Wikipedia.
the rabbit hole just went from there.
I was like, oh my God. I was like, wait, these are the people in front like of the White House every day. And then so I started like learning about like why do they have so much, like how can they do ads on YouTube? And turns out the Mercer family funds them.
Yo, I like the Costco towel there, John.
You
And
want?
those Costco man.
I've got like 50 of these.
They're so good.
Dude, they're good. That's what I'm saying to Joey. Like, you gotta get microfiber towels. I haven't used a paper towel in God knows when. I just use these and toss them in the wash. Varish.
Varish to the workers of the world.
Bodish, the workers of the world.
That is a nice drink.
Sounds good.
Spencer, how come you're not ripping more shots?
Dude, I feel like no one's getting drunk.
I'm drunk.
Oh, Alex,
I'm on my 7th beer.
I'm pretty drunk. This is my 5th Guinness.
5th Guinness, my ass. That's like 2%.
I'm done with it. This
He's
is
Okay,
been
Coors
drinking.
Light, boy.
Unfiltered Brita water.
Yeah, basically that's what it tastes like.
I'm switching to Haibaru after this now.
Habaro.
Haibaru!
Hey John, you remember when you were talking about like Disney?
Yeah.
The Street Fight episode that really encapsulated what we were talking about is titled "Dying for Fuddruckers."
That's a great one.
Exactly what it is. Why does he put pants on? Should I do gin Haibaru or should I do whiskey Haibaru?
Whiskey.
I think whiskey is a real Haibaru.
Yeah.
Say no more. I do have this fresh bottle of Suntory Toki. They do sponsor us. Oh, nice chair, John. John, you got to make your bed, man.
No, you don't.
No, I don't. I'm all about that jobless life.
John, you want to do something tomorrow?
Yeah, I do.
Steven, no.
I just saw it. He was there with Grandpa. Fuck you.
Yeah, I touched Grandpa's face.
You touched Grandpa's face. He licked his taint.
Say, man, if Grandpa gets sick and he dies, you're gonna be fucked in the head for a long time.
Yeah, that was a long way of
God, I
saying he
didn't tell
dies.
him
He
to come
dies.
to his fucking birthday party, did I?
Damn.
Well, I'm just saying.
Hell, that's
John,
not. I told her to
listen,
leave him home.
Hey, listen, hold up. You're rationalizing a lot of things.
Yeah.
You guys both went to stores today. Both saw people. Like yeah, sure. By the time that's over with, like
Joey,
he's-
there was I will have you know, I went to the small liquor store by my house at an off hour. I was
Don't-
literally the only person in the store
don't-
besides the cashier.
okay, don't.
So I'm gonna rationalize that all I want.
So you mean the cashier that's been dealing with customers all day? I mean, this,
Yeah,
I mean, this is,
Oh,
you know what?
I was
This is a
wearing
good
mask.
example.
He was
This is
wearing
actually,
a mask.
I'm not even being critical. It's just a good example of people who like just cannot think their way through this thing. That's why Plandemic is doing so well right now.
All right. Anyway, John, you want to do some more?
Yeah.
All right. You want to wash cars?
If it's nice, I'm not sure if it will be.
It's supposed to be like 60 tomorrow, something. If I remember right. Warming up tomorrow, and then Sunday's shit.
Dude, right now it's 34 degrees out. That's fucking
Dude, I literally just went to turn my heat up because my house is fucking frozen. I woke up this morning, I was frozen solid. I was like, what is going on?
Dude, this weather is fucking horseshit. I can't wait to move out of Milwaukee somewhere.
Dude, me too,
somewhere
man.
south. I mean,
Wait, I thought we were all moving to Montreal.
Fuck,
Wrong
dude,
direction.
Winter.
see, I like the location, but I
Hey,
don't
boys.
like the location. I like the city.
Boy's
don't
gonna
like the
teach you
location
guys how to
like
make
that.
a margarita.
Oh boy, all right.
I'm gonna read
Wait,
about
you're making a
William Henry
margarita?
I'm making a margarita.
All right, I'll tell you can do it right.
All right, you know what, John? You're gonna teach me how to do this.
All right,
I don't have any ice.
you don't have night. Well, you're gonna need ice.
I don't have any ice.
We need
No
ice.
ice.
What?
No
Hey
ice.
Spencer, you think your Chicago L poster's cool?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, look at that. Oh wait, it sucks. Can't really see it, but
Oh, what city is that?
Moscow.
Oh, do you live in Moscow, Joe? I don't
No.
think so. Look at that shit.
I like the L. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah, I like that too.
I like it because it's very like linear, you know. It's like the fucking artery of the city, you know.
It's the best city. All right, guys. All right, we're gonna make a margarita today, boys.
Spencer, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
2 shots
Okay,
of
cool.
tequila, 1 shot of.
Dude,
Two
there's something
shots.
about the Habaru that's just so good.
The ratio is 2 to 1 to 1.
And then
Okay.
triple sec.
I see 2 tequilas, I think.
No, this is triple sec. It's
Oh,
just
just triple
a-
sec. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they didn't have like cheap triple sec, so I had to buy expensive shit.
Excellent. Okay, so you have everything to make a perfect margarita,
Perfect.
except for the ice.
Oh, yeah.
Making it out of the Starbucks Chicago glass.
He also doesn't have a glass.
Yeah, dude.
Okay,
You don't have
Spencer.
glass?
Spencer, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna first squeeze. No, don't do it. Don't do it. You need a half of a lime. Yes, put that entire thing in the mug. No, all right, squeeze it out. I forgot who I'm talking to.
Why is he making it?
I thought the
coffee
same thing.
mug?
I was gonna put it in the mug.
Yeah, you said put it in the mug.
You're right. That's my fault. That's
Put it
bad
in the mug.
instruction.
I would have done the same thing.
Make sure you get every little bit of juice out because you're
All right,
gonna.
hold
do
on. We gotta cut this bad boy in half.
it. Well, I wouldn't do that.
Why? You gotta get the juice out, right?
Yeah, but all right.
Oh yeah, dude. Way juicier.
Hey John, you ever listen to the Rammstein song I sent?
I did. I listened to it today on my phone. I've yet to listen to it on full speakers, so I will do that shortly, maybe tomorrow.
Underrated.
No, I definitely heard it before. I didn't recognize the title.
Yeah, it's like a single they released in like 2015 or something.
2015? Oh, I thought it was older than that. Maybe
All
not.
right, John.
Okay, you had the lime in there?
Lime's in.
Are you sure you don't have any ice?
I got no ice.
What's wrong with you, man?
I should have some ice.
Do you need me to go get you ice?
What is wrong with him?
you don't
Why
have
are we
ice
friends with
trays?
this guy?
Why don't you have ice trays? What kind of alcoholic are you?
I just don't have it. Yeah, I just.
Warm margarita is kind of weird, but I guess we'll make it happen. Okay, so now you got.
It's gonna be
one part
hot.
of lime in there.
Should I microwave it?
Yeah, you should. Then you're gonna do about 1 ounce of the curacao.
Wait, is that triple sec?
Let me see. Yeah, triple sec. Is that one? Yeah, dump it in.
Dump it in.
And now do double that of tequila. That's it, man.
That's it.
That's it. Stir it up and enjoy.
There should be some ice in that.
There should definitely be some ice in that.
You could chill it, put it in the fridge for an hour.
That's gonna be
It's going in the freezer.
We'll try it first, man.
No, don't try it. Put it in the freezer.
Don't try it first.
That's pretty good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it tastes like it's kind of sweet.
Really?
Yeah,
All right.
it's not bad. Let's go in the freezer though.
Okay. Or just put outside, you know.
Dude, it's not that cold outside.
It's pretty cold out, man.
In the 30s, dude.
Yo, look what I got. Look at this. Raisin. Wait, eat? Oh no, here we go. Look at that.
Dude, that's one of my favorite cereals.
It's so
love
good.
Raisin Bran.
Dude, you know why it's so
That's still
good?
made?
Dude, Raisin
look-
Bran is packed with so much sugar.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how much sugar's in that per serving.
Hold on. It's a lot. I think it's 17 grams per cup.
Oh, wow. Per
That's a
cup.
lot.
It's pretty high, but it's actually sadly pretty standard for breakfast cereal.
Yeah, I don't know what to compare that to. But
Let me go check my cereal. I'll be back.
What kind you got?
Make good cereal.
I got oatmeal squares.
Also, guys, might as well.
Oh, geez. Here
I
we go.
just went.
I love that his closet's literally in his fridge. Is that milk, you fucking heathen?
Yeah, it's for the fucking Raisin Bran I just showed you, dude. It's the only reason why I bought milk was for that cereal. That's it. I wouldn't buy milk otherwise. I don't got anything else interesting there. I got some hummus and stuff. That's about it.
Hey, you guys saw my fridge, right?
Yeah, we did.
My cereal is called brown sugar oatmeal squares. 6 grams of sugar per cup.
Per cup?
Yeah.
Way less.
That's a third less. 2/3 less.
2/3 left. Yeah.
Can I see the box?
What is wrong with this kid?
Where's the box?
I have cereals
like-
branded that are made to like look very healthy, and, like with fruit and shit. And yeah, they're all over like between 12 and 15-ish grams of sugar.
I'm going hat off right now. Whatever.
Hats off.
Hats off for Harambe.
Goes
Tip my hat to
Harambe.
Harambe.
Dude, I miss Harambe.
Me too. Although, to be honest, Harambe's better off dead with the COVID thing. He'd be without a job right now.
Oh, Harambe
was-
can't get that mad puss that he was slinging before. You know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying?
I've always been adamant that ape deserved what it got.
Do anything wrong with the child, though?
That thing is incarcerated against its will alone. Let it kill as many humans as it can get to.
It didn't kill anything. That's the problem. Spencer, what rogue beer is that?
This is Bat Squatch.
Is it an IPA or what is it?
It's a hazy India Pale Ale. 12 fluid ounces. Tropical, malty, citrusy, piney, and bittery. But there's a scale on that.
Did you okay?
That
Did
is
you buy
the
that?
deal I've ever seen in my
Wait.
life.
Did you
Wow,
buy
that's
it in a
heavy.
6-pack?
7%. I bought it in Costco multi-pack. It had that, a hazy IPA, another one, a lager, and something else. And it was 24 beers for like $27 or something like that.
I was gonna say, if that was like a 6-pack of rogue beer, you're paying minimum $2 a beer,
Yeah, no, it's.
which is my beef originally with Rogue Territory, or not Rogue Territory.
Oh yeah, there's Dead
Rogue
Guy
beers
Ale.
in general. It's
Yeah.
way fucking overpriced.
Yeah, rogue beers are so expensive.
And they're not
Like,
that
dude,
good.
they started the
No, they're not.
expensive beer thing before beer was cool. It's like
Yeah.
when me and Stevens first got into craft beer, like rogue beers were still $2 a beer. I don't know. I got beef with Rogue.
Dude, Rogue can get fucked.
They're not that great. I just got it because it was the best variety pack there. Is either that or Coors Light. And I was like,
I don't know if Coors Light's probably union made.
Oh, surprisingly, Rogue is still independent.
Yeah, dude, they're like Sam Adams. They're just got huge.
Yeah, but
I
like
think they even
the
make
thing
hard
about
liquor.
Rogue. The thing about Rogue is like, what Sam Adams, I think maybe, or no, maybe that's Dogfish. Anyways, if they open like a hotel and shit, I feel like that would just bankrupt them. Like, I don't. Who the fuck is going to a Rogue hotel?
That's really weird.
Rogue Hotel.
Yeah,
That's really strange.
They
That's
have
what
that?
the price of beer is.
yeah, they have like hotels next to their breweries, so like people can go stay at their fucking hotel when they visit the brewery.
Yeah,
That's
so they
genius.
get fucking
For
lit.
Rogue? Rogue's not even that good. Who
Who
are
the
they?
fuck is gonna go stay at a hotel by a
Who are they
brewery?
convincing that Rogue?
I
is
would
that
if
good?
I were to go fucking get drunk as shit at a hotel or
That's
a
just
brewery,
good.
and then I could go sleep at the hotel.
What's
the
it,
people that
Stone
are
Island
behind
or
the
whatever?
label.
Stone Brewing? They did that.
Oh, Stone. You're right, Alex. You're right. My bad. Stone did.
That still
Oh,
sounds
I mean,
smart.
it doesn't mean Rogue didn't. I just know.
And then people don't drive. People,
No,
it's
you're
just
right.
de-incentivize
I think
people to
Stone
get a
does have the
car.
benefit of being in like Southern California, right?
Yeah.
I guess it depends where it would be because I cannot imagine people.
We're
like,
gonna
in-
make a hotel at wait, who makes shit. I'm so out of the craft beer game. Who makes Zombie Dust again?
Three Floyd.
Three Floyds.
We're gonna put a hotel, Three Floyds, Exit 1, Indiana. It's gonna be beautiful.
Dude,
Said no
oh,
one there.
it would
it's
make
not-
There's
sense.
literally
Wow.
nothing there except
Yeah, there's
like,
nothing there.
like,
Right
it's White
next
Castle.
to the gas station that's attached to a White Castle.
Yeah.
We
Alex,
ate
the
there.
hotel's not even open yet.
I know, dude. I remember hearing about it like 4 years ago. It's like this is a 6-year plan. It's gonna be like Disneyland.
Dude, just like their candy line that was taking off next summer that took 4 fucking years.
I love some of those Stone beers. I mean, right now, Miller Lite all day, every day. It's all you need. Anything
Is
else?
Miller Lite better than Bud Light?
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Absolutely.
everything's better than Bud Light.
No, that is incorrect.
That's debatable.
Yeah, I
Bud
would
Light's
rather
the
have a
best
Bud
Light
Light
beer.
than anything by what's it called? Goose Island.
Oh, fuck Goose Island. They're dead to me. 312 not even made in 312.
Silence sucks ass.
So
Ironically, I
detached
have
from,
a Sophie
craft beer.
candle on my table in the other room, which is actually still burning now. I think about it. I should probably blow that out.
A soapy candle?
My volume just cut out, guys. I can barely hear you.
Turn it up, Alex.
Turn it down for what?
Oh, gotcha.
Hey Spencer, when was the last time you flew a sketchy airplane? Was it that one time that you described to us?
No, I flew one It wasn't sketchy. It was just
You flew one that lit on fire.
it just came out of maintenance. So it was like at the maintenance
it's good
base
to
in
go.
Texas. Well, who knows? It's like they have maintenance pilots. They have 2 guys that are like living there, and then they just bring us like first officers and just say, oh, just throw you guys in. But it came out of like a heavy maintenance check, so like it was all torn apart, put back together. They're like, okay, like go and like do all these things and go make sure it works. It's like,
That's how you do like a loop-de-loop.
yeah, you do some weird ass shit. You go up, like you do like 2 missed approaches, like max power thrusts.
Oh, see, I like the max power. I'm about
Like
to.
you do there's like a checklist you have to carry with you to make sure you're doing everything. Do a couple different things and it's fine, but like at the same time it's like, okay, like great, like everything works, but there's always that higher potential that something might not work. And then it's like, oh shit, this doesn't work. You never know. It wasn't terribly sketchy. It was just the unknown of like saying, okay, well, this just got ripped apart, so who knows like what's gonna happen. I'm the guy
That's true.
checking
I
it.
mean,
It hasn't
there
flown
could-
since it didn't fly since it got ripped, so I'm gonna be the one checking it out and making sure it's good.
Yeah, that's true. Someone could have, left their 10mm socket in there.
Yeah, exactly. No, for real though, that's a possibility. Like I flew one, we got down the ground, and then like we're going to start it back up again to take it somewhere, and the fucking hose just ripped off of it. We got a whole like red message, like leak message. We didn't take off, but I mean, it could have happened in flight, and that'd have been an issue. But like, it was just like,
you know what's bullshit? Sorry, not to interrupt.
No, I
you.
like this. Tell us, Joey.
Yeah.
Well, so I
What's
logged on to
bullshit,
my
Joe?
Twitch, right? And Hassan Abi, yeah?
nope.
Okay, well, he's a famous radical left Twitch streamer, right?
Yeah, I know exactly.
Right now
Hassan Abi?
or sorry, not Hassan, Hassan Piker, sorry.
I was gonna say like there's 2 Hassans on the left. Wow.
He's playing Tonight We Riot with like 24,000 people watching him. And I'm salty about it. I'm super salty.
Why, dude? You don't have the thing, man. People tune in because they want to hear me talk. They don't want to look at you.
I'm super salty about it.
Do you think Means TV paid him to do that?
Perhaps. I don't know if he takes
How do we
any
feel
pay
about
from
me,
anyone.
TV?
I haven't seen that.
Solely judging it on its video game, I feel like they have a great platform, for some solid propaganda.
Wait, they
here's the
tickles
thing.
my own
produced
interest.
that game?
Yeah,
So no, I don't. The game isn't made by Means TV. Pixel Union or whatever made the game. They're just in collaboration with Means.
Okay, Joe. So here's the thing.
Means TV made it.
Minus the biases on
No,
what-
I'm just overriding what you said, which is probably true.
Okay.
minus the political bias on the game.
What bias?
Take away the rioting and the
Okay, here's the
capitalist
thing.
hating and all that.
The
Is
game
it Is it
like,
a good game?
okay. So the
Minus
thing is,
all that.
you can't take away that part of the game because there's like deep layers of jokes that I find hilarious. Like I had a capitalist come up to me and say, "Hey punk, how would you like a helicopter ride?" Like that's fucking hilarious.
Why is that funny?
Because it's a meme. Like we're right wingers, throw communists and socialists out of helicopters to kill them because that's what's been done to us in the past. Yeah. So like that shit's hilarious.
Spencer's like, I'm okay with that.
So
As an
and,
airplane
sorry,
flyer, he's like, you gotta find a use for a
I'm not
helicopter
meaning
somehow.
to leave my anarchist comrades out of there and anarchists as well. I mean, it's fun. Like it's an interesting take on an 8-bit game where you're not one character, like you're multiple. Like, how do you say it, Steven?
Collective.
You are the revolution. That's your character.
You're a collective. So like your health in the game is your comrades. So like you die, your character dies, you just become one of the mob and the comrades. You keep on like liberating workplaces and like you get more
And
comrades.
it changes your little avatar in the corner too. And
Yeah,
they're all different
no, it's
people.
awesome. And you're always like a different, like you're a woman, you're a black guy, you're like a Hispanic dude. Like it's fucking great.
Wait, so who made the game?
8-bit Union or something like that. Union something.
Ryan from
this is-
Street
This
Fight.
is being pushed by Street Fight.
It was Street Fight plugged it. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. I really like. It's so funny. That game just. Oh God, it's so good. The fact
Dude,
that
wait
the second
until
world
you
you
get
take
to-
on the end caps. That's the
Dude,
best part.
when you kill the libertarians are the funniest, but I don't know if it's the funnier when you get to the McMansions.
Wait,
Oh,
that's the thing.
Did you see that Roberto's in chat?
Spoilersing me right now.
Oh, Roberto is in chat.
Yeah, Joe
I
needs
need
a haircut.
No, I don't. Bud Light is better, and
Never.
no, you're wrong. You're
Yeah.
wrong on both accounts.
Yeah, Roberto, how about you come join the call? You need to stop hiding there.
I don't see the chat for a
Yeah,
minute.
Roberto, stop hiding behind the mask. Take it off.
YouTube chat.
Oh,
Hiding behind the
chat.
YouTube.
I don't have YouTube up. Someone gun.
Yeah,
But,
we only have
yeah,
2
Steven,
viewers or 3
I'll-
viewers.
I'll let you know. Milkshakes are a part of it.
What's a milkshake?
Really? They are.
Yeah, dude,
Milkshakes are what we
game-
throw at people who are crypto fascists.
Yeah, dude, the game like.
Why do you
has
throw
so many
milkshakes at
players.
people?
Because it's okay to.
Why?
Because they deserve it.
If they express hate, throw a
So you
milkshake.
throw a milkshake at them?
Ideally, a soy-based milkshake.
Yeah, soy-based vegan milkshake is the
Or
way
a
to go.
cement one.
Yeah, filled with cement.
Why?
Bash the fash.
If you're a fascist, you
throw a
should have a
milkshake-
milkshake thrown at you.
So
yeah.
you why not like a pie or something like delicious like that?
Oh, I've been reading about radical anarchist pie throwers in France. I'm definitely getting on board with it. I posted in our
Oh.
group text. George was seemingly the only one who clicked on it because he responded.
Why not like I don't know
Okay.
why.
Let me explain to you the milkshake thing. Okay,
Yeah.
so a lot of like
Bash the fash.
fascists tend to be like macho men who are like really into like the soy boy thing.
What do
so
you mean
the joke,
soy boy thing?
you know the soy boy, like you eat a lot of soy, it turns you feminine or whatever.
It's,
Yeah.
yeah, the liberal
It gives
beta
you man
cuck.
boobs.
It's
Game
So,
hard
yeah.
is the whole thing.
So the
the
idea,
liberal beta cuck.
yeah. So what the anti-fascists did was make a bunch of soy-based milkshakes and chuck them at them when they would rally.
Yeah.
Wait, who would chuck milkshakes at who during rallies? That wasn't explained well.
No, yes, it was.
Anti-fascists would throw soy-based milkshakes at fascists.
Socialists would throw soy-based milkshakes.
Anti-fascists
Anti-fascists.
would throw
Yeah.
soy-based milkshakes.
What country is fascist enough to we have people to throw milkshakes at fascists?
What?
What?
What's
This
a
happened in
what country is a
happened-
dictatorship to do that? Like where
You don't need to have a fascist government to have fascists inside the country.
Yeah, what?
This happened in
check.
Portland 2
We
years
are
ago.
Nazis, man. We got the KKK.
Portland, Maine?
We got them all
Yeah.
here.
Portland, Oregon.
And then also on top of that, like this very week, Hungary has like finalized its end of democracy.
Oh,
Talking about
Poland's
what-
right there with them.
what
Poland and Hungary are both going the fascist route. It's
But this incredulous,
see.
like, what country could potentially have fascists in this world? It's like, motherfucker, there's plenty of leaders that are fascist.
Hungry?
Hungary
Yeah.
for sure.
We got one right
Brazil?
now. His name is Trump.
We got a far right guy in Israel. Got a far right guy. Well, actually, probably the greatest fascist of them
Wait.
all in terms of fascism in India.
India.
That-
Fascist,
Netanyahu's
fascist
in
is
jail yet?
dictator. Fascist is dictatorship, right?
No,
Well,
it's not.
That's a
That's
little
what-
They
simple.
don't necessarily go hand in hand.
Yeah, yeah, no.
A common theme or
Fascists are dictators, not all dictators are fascists.
Yeah, there it is.
What
There it
about
is.
Saddam Hussein? Rip.
Rip.
People like to try and make the connection that Saddam Hussein and his Ba'athists are somehow national socialists, but that's not really
He's had
it's not a
attention
clean
to that.
comparison. It's really more of a cult of personality.
a-
It's really a party of Saddam.
A fascist is a form of far right authoritarian ultra nationalism characterized by dictatorial power, forcible suppression of opposition, and strong regimentation of society and of the economy, which came to prominence in the early 20th century Europe.
Yeah.
Okay, so at what point is somebody authoritarian and holding dictatorial power and forcibly
Okay.
suppressing.
You
You don't
opposition.
need to hold dictatorial power to be a
You
fascist.
can't. Okay. If I believe in fascistic things, I am a fascist. It doesn't mean
So
that
you
like
become a
I
fascist
need
real
to
quick.
be
No, but
powerful.
but also,
just-
if I believe in socialist beliefs and there's no socialist in charge, am I not a socialist? If I believe in liberal beliefs and there's no liberal in charge, am I not a liberal? I mean, think of it that way. You're off base here.
So somebody to be a fascist just wants to suppress people and forcibly take power.
I mean, the most simplest term would be a fascist is someone who supports fascism.
Which is forcibly suppressing the economy and
Fascist.
and strong
economy.
regimentation of society.
I'm gonna make a drink. I'll be back soon with the progress you make.
Yeah. Fascism is a loose term. I think.
Why
I
is it a
think-
loose term
I
though?
think because it's fluid with where you are. If you're in
It's-
Italy, you're a fascist. If you're a far right, like Italian nationalist who seeks to expel all of the unwanteds from your country,
Okay.
right? So that isn't applicable to, say, Germany. It's not like an internationalist point of view. Yeah.
Okay, so so if you're like in Italy, what about another country? What would that mean? You know,
So like in Hungary, you have a fascist government in there right now, right? So they seek to deport all minorities, control the parliament, suppress dissenting press, increase militarism, that kind of shit.
okay.
It's ultra nationalism.
It's like
Oh,
saying
yeah,
like
right.
Hungary
It's
is
all
the
about
best.
the
It's a one. Okay, as a form of government that is a type of a one-party dictatorship.
So that would be
They
like,
work.
yeah,
They work
that-
for a totalitarian one-party state. This aim is to prepare the nation for armed conflict and to respond to economic difficulties. Fascism
don't
puts
know.
nation and often race above the individual.
yeah. So
Negroni.
that's not exactly, where are you reading that from?
Just regular Google, dude. I'm just these are
Oh,
just
yeah,
definitions.
okay.
This is
That's not-
Wikipedia.
There it is.
Google. What do you want me to read it at? What
No, yeah, yeah.
what
So,
website
like-
do you want it from?
Oh
Like,
my
where do you
God,
want it?
I'm gonna
relax.
second Alex here. I'm gonna make a drink.
Relax.
Oh my
So,
God.
okay. Like, so you don't have to be like, you don't have to. So, like fascism is inherently authoritarian. Like they will expel the liberal democracy at some point, or at least attempt to. So, like, let's take India. India right now, Modi is definitely like a proto-fascist. Do they still have a democracy? Yeah. But so did Nazi Germany, right? So it's like, it depends on those institutions. If you look at like Brazil, say, they have a far right leader, proto-fascist as well. They've jailed dissidents, and like there's still elections. And I don't know if they'll go as far as to suspend elections. I doubt they will, because they're not that strong and popular in Brazil. But yeah, there's certain like tendencies to where you'd be like, that's a fascist. Just like I'm a socialist, and if I'm in power in a liberal democracy, it doesn't mean I have a socialist state, but I can do things to promote that sort of idea.
Which one?
Toki.
Jen.
Jen, does that make sense?
I suppose. I feel like fascists
Bernie
would have
Sanders
to be like a person in power to be a fascist, because you
No,
No,
Because you
dude.
can-
Spencer, if you were a Nazi soldier, were you in power?
no, you just believe in the
Were
Nazi
you-
party.
Were
So
you a
fucking
fascist?
fascist.
You believe in, yeah, I mean, it sounds like it. Yeah, hold on. Here's Webster's. A political philosophy, movement, or regime. Okay, so the Nazis were a regime, such as that of the
Well, it's not-
fascisti, which is Italy, that exalts nation and often race above the individual. That sounds like Nazis, and that stands for a centralized autocratic. I don't know what autocratic means.
Self-rule. One rule.
Okay, one ruled government headed by a dictatorial leader. Okay, that sounds just like the Nazis. Severe
They were
economic,
fascists, yeah.
yeah, severe economic and social regimentation and forcible suppression of opposition. Yeah, that sounds like Nazis.
Yeah, that's who
How
the
does
fascists are.
how does that sound like anybody else that I don't know anything else that sounds like that. Well, that's Nazism.
What do you mean?
Like
Dude, the
what-
best example is Italy, if not Germany.
currently right now?
No, at the time, at the same
Oh,
time.
at the time,
Well,
yeah. But
current-
what else has
Mussolini, baby.
Oh, you're talking there like there could be no
Like
fascists
current-
today
yeah, like-
because there's no fascist countries, as if there weren't any fascist countries.
I just don't see anything. You would probably
I mean,
hear about it sooner than later
Spain-
if there was
no.
What do
something
you
like a
mean
Nazi
hear
thing
about
going.
it? There's literally a headline this week about Hungary suspending its democracy. I mean, we've been watching
Yeah.
in Turkey for the last like 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
They erode their democracy too. Slovakia had
fascism-
an actual
So Hungary is
self-declared
not-
National Socialist Party run for its leadership only like 2 months ago.
So Hungary is no longer holding elections. That's it.
They may hold. So I don't even, like. They hold mock. Like North Korea still holds elections.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
Lamau.
like. Yeah.
Did I hear Mao?
What's the difference between? What's the difference between? Hold on. Wait a second. What's the difference between this and China?
That's a good question. There's
It's a
debate.
regime. It's a regime that exalts nation, which China does, and race above individual, which it does.
I don't
and
know if it
it's-
necessarily exalts a race.
Well,
but
there's
yeah.
the whole like Uyghur thing, you know.
And it stands for a centralized. Okay, so centralized. China's a very centralized and one autocratic, one rule government. Okay,
Which they
headed by a dictatorial leader, whoever the
is
fucking chairman is. Severe and economic, social regimentation. That's
Oh,
true
that's
because they fucking control their people, and they forcibly suppress their people. That sounds like China, dude. It sounds like fucking China too. There we go.
There's
That
not
fits.
really a national angle there. The nationalism's a little different. You're not wrong though, especially with Xi
Uh,
Jinping
Yeah.
having
It
made
sounds-
it like a more individual rather
China-
than party.
yeah,
It sounds like China's a bunch of fascists. Let's bash them.
Yeah. I mean, there's a good argument. But I
You'll
don't-
find very few leftists who support the government,
Oh,
like
no,
the
yeah.
government style of China. They're advocate for it, especially in America.
Nice Guinness, John.
Actually, it's actually pretty interesting because like
Not a
the,
sponsor.
Oh,
the-
dude, that is a sponsor.
Alright, I'm just done.
Goodbye.
No, but I think it is somewhat like I think it's particularly more interesting nowadays than just a short while
Yeah,
ago, like 10,
But
15
like
years
to
ago.
say
'cause
that like countries like Brazil, Italy, Germany, Russia, Hungary, Poland, those all
Poland's
have
Poland's not a fascist country now.
Poland's not a
coming close.
fascist country,
They're
but
on the
they have
road.
a strong
they are.
right
Are they?
wing presence.
Yeah, you should look into Poland. They've suspended courts. They're trying to suspend parliamentary action. Yeah, they have a far right party in there right now. Yeah, so it's definitely like a trend in history.
Maybe
around
the
Japan.
lesson learned is that maybe far right is bad, but also far left is bad.
All right,
No one
Jesus.
should be far anything. Maybe far
Why
anything
is
is
it
not
that
good.
your mind
You
immediately
shitlib?
goes there, like when we're sort of discussing the recent trends in modern history, which is right now far right?
Why
Where's
not
the far left? Where are they?
the far left?
Yeah, where are they?
You know, since you yourself said the Chinese are fascist, where's the big bad communist country these days?
Well, that's
Cuba.
weird because they technically are, aren't they? Communist. Technically, right?
They're
I-
a party.
It's a weird mix.
They have their singular party system is labeled the Communist Party of China, yeah. But
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at their ownership of companies and production, it's certainly not the people in charge of their means of production.
It's almost like it's private hands in control of the means of production. And
It's it's a better neoliberalism without the the anti behind your
It's
back.
like the capitalist wet dream right there. That's what
Wouldn't
they
the
have.
far left be
Yeah.
like
Oh, for sure.
Venezuela or something like that? Wouldn't that be far left?
Venezuela has a left-wing government. Yeah, Cuba.
That's far
Venezuela-
left.
Venezuela might as well because
Venezuela's
they're a
not far left.
wartime economy. And
What are you
it's
guys'
not-
definition of far left?
It's not an appropriate analysis. of-
Communists, anarchists, Marxists, like
He wants,
Marxist,
he wants
Leninist,
country names, Joey. He doesn't want parties.
like
Right.
the USSR was that far left. Yep.
They were, yeah.
Tavares.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So why be far?
Right.
Why be far anything? Why not just stick to like
All right.
No.
let's stop this.
you guys? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying any far ideology on any side probably can't be good.
I've had enough
Why?
of this.
But like, why are you assuming that? Because of the word "far"? Because of like the
Yeah, just
connotations
like-
you
He
have with a
doesn't like
random
far. He
I mean,
doesn't
you
like
English
easy.
adjective?
but the thing is, if you use far on one
He
end of
doesn't
it,
like
you can
picking
use far
sides.
on the other end of it. You got to be fair, you know. Like, what is far? You're right. Like, what is far? You know, like
First of all, no, you don't have to be fair. But second of all, if you are fair, what's your definition of fair? Just because one side is bad, the other must also be bad because of fairness? Because that's absurd.
I would imagine
One side is bad because the other is bad because they share in your own terms, not their own terms, the word far. That's ridiculous.
I mean, maybe it's not good. Maybe
Well, it's not good.
having a very one-way mentality isn't good.
What do you mean one way?
Hey, Spencer.
I feel like there's no room to grow.
Right, stop. Listen.
No
Stop.
room to grow.
Spencer,
What?
go
Like
to-
grow either
Right, everyone
grow
stop.
either way, you know,
Spencer,
like
Spencer.
No, hold on. We're
Spencer.
talking about growth. I'm interested.
like just like moving on the spectrum. Maybe
So-
Okay. So let's
If
say we're a
it's-
perfectly center party. Which way should it grow?
well, either way, yeah, you can go either way, you know.
You're
No.
ridiculous. You're
Spencer,
ridiculous. You're thinking about this for the first time
to-
right now.
Go to Wikipedia, type in left-wing politics, and then go to
Okay.
Wikipedia on another page and type in right-wing politics.
Hold on, let me do that. Give me a second.
Read those two definitions and then come to the same conclusion.
Joey, I like your strat, Joe.
Okay,
I still
hold
want
on.
to know more about growth.
I'm just saying, like having one mindset.
Okay, I don't
I
think
don't-
you understand what left and right actually means.
I have both definitions. From
right,
Wikipedia, Spencer.
I'm gonna take a look.
First
right.
line. Left-wing politics supports social equality and egalitarianism,
Yep.
often in opposition to social hierarchy. Right-wing holds the view that certain social orders and hierarchies are inevitable, natural, normal, or desirable. Right there, man.
Certain special societal orders and hierarchies are inevitable, natural, normal, or desirable, typically supporting this position on the basis of natural law, economics, or tradition. Hierarchy and inequality may be viewed as natural results of traditional social differences or the competition in market economies.
I
This
love
term
this.
right wing can generally refer to conservative or reactionary section of political party or system. And left wing is typically involves a concern for those in society whom it hurts perceive as disadvantaged relative to others, as well as behalf that there's unjustified inequalities that need to be reduced or abolished. Okay. So the
Doesn't sound
term
like-
the
Yeah.
term left and right were coined during the French Revolution. That's
They were
interesting.
coined, but it does do it a disservice to merely understand that definition. It has evolved since then. But yeah, freedom versus order. Hierarchy versus equality.
Right. I think that's what it comes down to. And that's why I think it makes more sense as a level-headed human being to swing more left, because that means you're swinging for people as a whole, because you view everyone as equals. If you swing more right, that means, okay, you're probably in a position of power, or you have been passed down some sort of
You're high enough on the ladder to be like,
yeah,
Inherent.
like you've had some inheritance or whatever that makes you above other people, and you want to retain that, of course.
Yeah.
You've gotten that far based on what? Being born and not actually doing anything.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
yeah, well, Spencer, I don't know what you were reading, but left-wing politics supports social equality and egalitarianism, often opposed to
That's
social
what I was. Yeah, that's
Well,
what.
hold on. Be fair to Wikipedia, not to Spencer.
Yeah.
The first line is left-wing politics supports social equality and egalitarianism, often in opposition to social hierarchy. So I think that's a pretty actually good first
Yeah,
sentence.
Yeah,
to the
That's a
article.
great way of putting it, and that's exactly how I view it in general.
Actually, guys, I have my old poli-sci notebook right here in front of me from a semester ago, where we get very basic descriptions of the four principles of political right and left, which I think does make it it makes it easier for other people to understand.
So to answer Spencer's first inquisition, being centrist means that you think that there should be inequality of some sort. I
Yeah.
think we all disagree with that.
Oh, guys,
So
what
being
if,
so being a centrist or being neutral is not as bad, but almost as bad as being far right.
Yeah, dude, it's like
your
you're stuck with
neutrality,
the light.
Because you
Yeah.
think there should be inequality of some
well,
sort?
if your neutrality allows for far right or for violent right to succeed, then yeah, it is just as bad as someone who supports it.
Right. And that's what gets me away from being a centrist, which I used to think I was, because I thought I was at one time a moderate. I've been all over the spectrum, but now I realize I reside in the left to the far left because of the simple ideology of everyone should be created equal, or everyone is created equal.
I agree with
Everyone
that.
should be treated equally.
Yeah,
But unfortunately, it's not the case.
that's what it
Yeah,
should be like.
That's the thing. Like, I think a lot of moderates think that, like, well, because they're sold a boogeyman of what the left is, right? And it's like, oh, the left are a bunch of, like, like the evil people are left, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I was taught as a kid. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm just
Round up and
moderate
shoot
because
you.
I want things for everyone. Everyone be happy. And it's like, well, that's a left-wing position, right? Like,
Yeah.
and yeah, I think a lot of people are just sort of sold an idea of,
Well, it's why we're learned actually like right left versus economics, and this idea that right wing is freedom in the economy
Yeah.
and left wing is government control, and
Yeah.
that's just not
it's not reality.
valid.
Yeah.
It's not
No,
valid
not at all.
in any country's situation, especially this country's. But would you guys be interested in hearing some of my day one notes from
Let's hear it.
September 18th, 1919?
Yeah.
And I do think this is it's not perfect, but it's actually a very good base for understanding left and right wing when it comes to political theory. On your left, you're going to have freedom. On the right, it would be order. Those are the, like in the centrist view, those are both equally valuable. You have to strike a balance, On the right, you have tradition. On the left, you have progression, which for progress in this country has a lot of different means, But on the left, you have diversity. On the right, you have oneness. And you would be hard to argue against a lot of people on oneness. A lot more people than you think believe in the idea of a community as one. There should be one idea. Diversity breaks that up. It's a tough thing to combat. The final one is on the right, you have hierarchy. Left, you have equality.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
I think it's a great foundation to further branch out.
Yeah, that's a good summary, good foundation, like you said.
And I will say, like the anarchist far left idea of like abolishing all hierarchy to me seems ridiculous. Like, you're always going to have hierarchy, but like.
But if the guy telling you what to do was put there because maybe 6 of you and your 10 friends decided he was best to be there, sounds like a better deal than the current system.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, good combo, guys. Educational.
Good
Yeah.
talk.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
end the.
Spencer hasn't retained any of it again.
He never does.
listening.
All right.
Well,
Let's,
I think Spencer's
let's
listening.
cheers.
He might have to hear it a couple times.
All right, let's cheers to the workers of the world. I'm gonna
Got
end
it.
Yes.
Empty.
The workers of the world.
Workers of the world.
Remember, buy our merch, links in the description, kill your landlord, kill the president. COVID is real. Wear your masks.
Check out Plandemic, guys. Think for yourselves.